Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. I'm your host, Ringo, and we are back again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Let's get right to the content. Let's get down to business, guys. First things first, what I want everybody to do as you come into the live stream is hit the like button one time. As I told you many times, a lot of these content creators on social media, they've been lying to you guys the whole time about the Karmelo Anthony case. The actual footage was now released, and now I'm covering the images that we're going to be listening to here. We're going to listen to the 911 call. We're going to also look at the surveillance footage from the game where the incident happened. We're going to also look at body cam footage so that we can see an up-close personal shot of Karmelo Anthony where he pretty much is, I guess, talking hysterically while in custody with the police, right? We're going to talk about that as well. So let's go into the 911 call first so that we can listen to this. Let's take a look at this footage here.
Frisco 911, what is the location of the emergency?
Hi, we're at Kuykendall Stadium. My friend just got stabbed.
Okay, do you know who stabbed him?
We have no clue. He was sitting in our tent, but you need to send an ambulance right now.
They're on the way, okay? Give me a description of the person that stabbed him.
He was wearing a gray Essentials hoodie. He was black. He's standing out on the track right now.
He's standing on the track?
Yeah.
Okay.
His blue sweatpants on and done.
Okay, what did he stab your friend with?
I don't know. My friend's bleeding everywhere.
Okay. Where was he stabbed at?
The chest.
Okay. And do you still see the person that stabbed him, or did he leave?
It was Austin. Austin got stabbed in the chest. I'm sorry, what did you say?
The person that stabbed him, is he still there? Do you still see him?
There's adults on him, I think. Yeah.
There's adults that are trying to keep him there?
Know who he is. Sorry, what?
The person that stabbed your friend, is he still there?
Yeah, he's still here.
Okay, and
He's with the coach.
There's a coach with him?
Yes, he's with. People got him.
Okay. Do you know if he still has the weapon on him?
No clue, but he's like he can't do nothing. He's done.
What do you mean?
He stabbed Austin Metcalf in the chest. What?
What do you mean he can't do anything? What's going on with him?
Coaches have him. He can't hurt anyone.
Okay, when you say they have him, are they physically holding him down?
No, they're just holding him, walking around.
Okay.
Okay.
He was under our seat. Austin tried to make a move.
Okay. What's your name?
Mason Nordyke.
What's your last name? Nathan.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your last name?
Nordyke.
Okay. And do you see any of the responders there yet?
We hear the sirens, but
Okay.
the coaches sent us out. We're all walking to our buses.
Okay. So you're going to get on a bus right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the rest of the students are walking towards the buses?
Yeah, everyone's being evacuated out the stadium.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being quick.
Okay. Just follow whatever directions you're being provided by either the officers or by your coaches, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect with you, Nathan, but we've got all kinds of help headed that way.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so now that we got that, guys, let me switch gears and kind of break a few things down before we begin the actual show. Number one, the first thing you got to do, guys, is go to all of those YouTube platforms that you were watching where YouTubers were talking about the Karmelo Anthony case, and they were telling you about video this, and he was jumped, and, Austin fell on a knife. Go unsubscribe from all of those channels right now. I'll give you a moment so you can go do that. Okay, I hope that you actually unsubscribe from those platforms because they've been running the numbers up, lying the whole time. So now, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go look at the body cam footage of the cop arresting Karmelo Anthony. Let's roll that footage right now. Give me a minute, guys. Let's do this real quick.
Hold on.
And I'm just protecting myself.
If somebody is treating the victim, they need to be over there.
North end under a memorial tent.
Don't reach for anything, all right, man? Stop
Hold
right there
on.
for me. Dispatch 443. I got the suspects.
Hold on. Give me a minute. Let me get this thing correct here. Hold on. That's the other one. All right, here we go. This is the footage here. Let's get this.
And I'm just protecting myself.
If somebody is treating the victim, they need to be over there.
North end under a memorial tent.
Don't reach for anything, all right, man? Stop right there for me. Dispatch 443. I got the suspects. And they're currently treating the victim. Again, he's on the north end of the stadium. All right. Any weapons on you like that? Go ahead. I'll look here.
How long? He put his hands up. I know I'm not.
4-4, copy, I'll be in route.
Help me, y'all back up a little bit. Come over here for me. Come over here.
447, clear.
I'm gonna put your handcuffs for now, okay? Bye. Dispatch 443. Everybody can slow down. I got the alleged suspect in handcuffs right now, detained.
Everyone else can slow down.
One second.
Suspects detained in handcuffs.
Hold on. You can open up the channel, and medics are clear to come in. Have them come to the northeast entrance. That's gonna be a gate that's wide open there, and then you come to the victim from there.
Received.
This is the alleged suspect. So.
I am.
All right, bye.
Dispatch is 432.
Okay. We'll figure that in a minute. So nothing on your person at all?
No, sir.
Nothing?
No, sir.
Mind if I reach in your pockets and stuff and all that? Nothing gonna stab me?
No, sir.
Okay.
I have.
I'm going to be out with this.
Value my phone.
Received.
I'm gonna do.
We have 135 in the building. Could people please hit the like button? When we provide this content for you, we're the only platform on social media that have been telling the truth about the Karmelo Anthony case the entire time, while everybody been lying. Now the real footage is out. Now I'm doing the full breakdown. Hit the damn like button, guys. Let's go.
Personal there, okay? Just to make sure.
My car's right there.
Okay.
You want me to get up now?
All right. The victim's going to be underneath that tent over there, so I'll get medics. Memorial tent over there, guys. All right.
He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
Do you hear Karmelo, guys? Did that sound like somebody that's innocent? Did you hear him crying like a bitch? This is the guy that all of these content creators been defending. This is the guy that people been misleading information, spreading a bunch of lies. They've been publishing a fake video the whole time. They've been telling you that Karmelo was jumped. They told you that Austin Metcalf fell on top of a knife. Dr. Umar Johnson is a fucking liar. Willie D Live is another idiot on YouTube that been lying the whole time. You have another content creator named Freezy who have a bunch of liars that been on his platform talking about their witnesses. All these people been lying the whole time. Make sure you don't follow their platforms. You don't view their content. They're not reliable. They've been lying about this case the whole time. I'm going to literally make a whole video and uncover all of the grifters, all of the liars that been milking this case, defending Karmelo Anthony when he been guilty the whole time. They created a whole new narrative that he was jumped and everybody was beating him up. They told you that Hunter threw the first punch and punched Karmelo and everybody was beating him up. If that's the case, where's all the injuries on Karmelo? If this is self-defense, why is Karmelo in custody crying like a bitch? Why? This is what happens when the black community don't hold itself accountable. This is what happened. You get embarrassed. You get really embarrassed. Now, this was all strategically set up because all of the fake YouTubers that have been lying the whole time, what they've been doing is they've been going out here saying, release the footage, release the footage. They're hiding the footage. They doctored the footage. They did this. They hiding it from the people. Now, a chess move, footage release. Everybody been put to shame. All of these lying YouTube platforms been put to shame. And what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to make it look like they weren't lying the whole time. You, the people, have to punish the channels that have been lying to you the whole time, because this is a serious charge. You got a bunch of young black men that have been influenced by all of these content creators that it's okay to stab people and kill them if they push you. That's what they've been doing the whole time, spreading lies. And you folks been supporting that. You've been enabling liars. And now the truth is out. And the Karmelos want to go appeal the verdict. That ain't going to work. That's why the footage is being released. Because now the world's going to see the truth. That appeal, it's not going to be good. They're going to end up giving Karmelo life in prison. Just like they did the situation with so-called Nature Boy. Remember him? The guy that was living out in the jungle with his people, having sex with all the women. They were about to get that man like 7 to 9 years. He didn't take the deal. So they gave him life in prison. Let's get back to this footage. Let's go.
All right. The victim's going to be underneath that tent over there, so I'll get medics. Memorial tent over there, guys. All right.
He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
You know that's going to be the new meme? That's going to be the new meme on social media. He put his hands on me. You know, similar to what they did with Tyrese. What do you want from me? The new meme is going to be the Karmelo sound effect. Matter of fact, I'm putting that on the soundboard effective after this live stream. That audio of him saying, he put his hands on me. That's going to be on my soundboard now. Let's get back to the content. Hit the like button, guys. Let's go. Let me rewind it back.
So the victim's going to be underneath that tent over there, so I'll get medics. Memorial tent over there, guys. All right.
He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
What's happening right now? Victim is going to be on the north end. They got staff standing to him right now. This is the alleged suspect. All right. Already? No. We searched them. We got nothing on him.
I don't know what happened.
423. Check everything about CPR progress for a witness.
Racing.
You sure that's the wrong thing?
Racing.
Make sure you guys hit the like button. Hit that like button. Stop the fucking hating. Hit the like button. Hit the like button and stop the hate.
It's up to you.
That's fine. This is closer.
Okay. Let me do one more little check of you, okay?
Yes, sir.
You don't mind for reaching your pockets, anything like that? You good?
You can.
We are just wearing this one pair of pants?
I'm wearing some little.
That man had the panda dunks on committing crimes like this. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. But did it not block anything, so you're
No,
on
ma'am, I
the
don't think so.
What's your name, man?
Karmelo Anthony, Karmelo.
430, you show me out.
Okay.
Racing.
Have a seat here real quick, man. Watch your head. Let me check your hood here, buddy, okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, lean this way so you're not resting on your hands, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, see a little bit of blood on your hands there, okay?
Yes,
All right.
402, I'm on 6.
Blood on his hands. Did you hear that from the officer? Blood on his hands.
So your first name is Karmelo?
Karmelo.
That's the guy that the black community was defending, guys. that animal, that savage. That's the monster the black community been literally defending the whole time. A criminal. Now the footage is out. What are you going to say now? Let's go.
Let's see. Hold on one second. Is he going to be okay? I don't know yet, man. Karmelo. C-A-R-A.
K-A-R.
K-A-R.
M-E-L-O.
M-E-L-O. Karmelo. What's your last name?
Anthony.
A-N-T-H.
O-N-Y.
O-N-Y. What grade are you in?
I'm in 12th grade.
10th grade? You go to Emerson?
No, sir.
Where do you go? Centennial. Okay.
I'm in 12th grade. 12th grade.
12th grade?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, Centennial. All right. Sit tight for me real quick, bud. All right? Let me run this guy.
Wow, you heard somebody in the background? Somebody said, oh, it's that nigga? You ain't hear that in the background? Absolutely crazy, fam. Watch this. Let me rewind it back so you can hear the footage, man. Let's go.
Centennial. Okay.
I'm in 12th grade. 12th grade.
12th grade?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, Centennial. All right. Sit tight for me real quick, bud. All right? Let me run this guy real quick.
Wow.
I haven't talked to him at all.
Somebody in the background was like, yo, it's that nigga? Wow, wow. Now let's get to the stadium footage, guys. Let's get to the stadium footage. Hit that like button. Let's go. Watch this. Look at that, gang. Check it out. Real footage. That's Metcalf, guys. Austin. You see that? See, this ain't that fake stuff, right? That you see these YouTubers doing. Now watch Karmelo come in. That's Karmelo. Karmelo coming in. Da, 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 da. Now, you don't see nobody with no umbrellas, really. You know, the YouTuber's been lying the whole time. Oh, it's pouring, raining. You know, he just wanted to be out of the rain. Nobody had umbrellas. Students don't care about the rain. Everybody should know that. Right? So now you see the tent right there. All the YouTubers said that Austin and his crew jumped Karmelo. They said you could see it clear as day. All of that stuff is a lie because the image is grainy. You can't really point out nobody. You see what I'm saying? But just keep watching that. We're going to do a few video things in a minute after we finish, let you see the footage because I don't want to really pause anything. I want you to see it as it is. But on the left side of the screen, the little tent thing, that's where everybody is at. You can see it's full. It's a full house, right? And Karmelo don't belong there, but he's there. And then he ends up killing Austin Metcalf, runs up the bleacher a little bit, then runs down and takes off. The YouTubers told you guys that he was jumped, that they attacked him and they all beat him up. All of that is a lie. And this is what the black community been doing on YouTube the whole time. You understand? Shout out to Naja for the $19.99 super chat. Says, always knew you was a real one. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. The real ones normally don't get the support or the flowers that they deserve because we stand for truth. That's just the way it is. But I appreciate you sponsoring the show. So guys, as you can see, it's just a normal day. Now watch this. Commotion happens. Look at Karmelo. Look at Karmelo. You would have thought he was in the track meet. Look at Karmelo, guys. Look at Karmelo. The self-defense guy. He stops right there. Now notice some people is pointing him out. Nobody's attacking him. All of that stuff the YouTubers said was a lie. They're pointing him out, saying he did it. He did it. Look, that guy. He's trying to walk off normal like he didn't do nothing. Watch more people coming up. They're like, what the hell happened? He's trying to flee the scene. Why would you be trying to flee the scene if it's self-defense? That's crazy. And this is what the court saw, guys. You wondering why he got 35 years. Now somebody got a hold of him. You see? And the whole time, YouTubers been telling you guys that Austin Metcalf was bullying Karmelo. All of that is a lie, guys. All one big lie. There was no bullying. These narratives that the black community posts on YouTube is 100% lies. You even had white people that was siding with Karmelo, that was lying the whole time for clicks and views. Everybody got their check. Everybody got their YouTube check, their social media checks. They don't care about the truth. You know? You don't see nobody attacking Karmelo. None. But people are running because they're scared. They realize what happened. The whole time, Austin Metcalf is bleeding out completely. Bleeding. Completely bleeding out, guys. Notice they walking him right back to this area. Now, the whole time under the tent, blood is everywhere. Right? You can't really see it, but, you know, they bringing him back down that side. Let's see what else we got. Let me do this. Put myself over here. They're walking him back now. So he's being escorted out of the area for committing murder. That man was sent there by the devil. He came in there to kill Metcalf. You saw him come in by himself like an NPC and then did the unthinkable. And you would think the black community would hold their own accountable. No. Instead, what we do is we cry victim. Notice they got him on his knees. He's on his knees. It looked like he had his hands behind his back. Again, guys, make sure that you unsubscribe from all the YouTube channels that have been lying to you the whole time. Don't even give them a click, not even a view. Don't even waste your time. You, the viewer, have to punish these influencers that lied about this case. Never support people that lie. That's why you ain't see me do no videos about no footage or nothing. I wait for information to come out. I don't fabricate lies to get clicks and views. I wait for the official videos to come out. You know? The man had blood on his hands because all of that blood that was coming from Austin's heart. Absolutely sick. Somebody's asking what was the motive. That don't even make no sense. What was the motive? You're making it seem like it was an armed robbery or something. What was the motive is damn evil. Typically when anybody get killed, murder, evil, evil hearts, evil intentions. And another lie that they published, guys, is they told you that Karmelo didn't really have a knife. He had some sort of utility tool. That's a lie. Because if you watch the show from the beginning with the 911 call, they showed you the image of the murder weapon. Do you understand? He had a knife. He had a knife, and they lied to us. And I'm primarily talking about black influencers. They've been lying the whole time. Because why? They hate white people. They made it a race issue rather than a truth issue. And what they did is they divided the YouTube community, turning whites against blacks. Why? Because they got issues due to the past injustices done to black people. So when they saw this case, they was like, well, good for Austin Metcalf. I mean, look at all the things that was done to black people. That is how they treated this case. They didn't care about the truth. And what the black community have to understand is we need to hold our own accountable. You know, can't be out here defending criminals because you're making yourself look bad. And now all of these YouTubers look stupid. Where Willie D live at? Where's his new video? See, he looked like an idiot. Nobody should be following Willie D. He should have 0 subscribers at this point because he's been making so many videos misleading people with lies. 100% lies. You got the 911 call. You got the body cam footage. You got Karmelo crying crocodile tears, talking about, I told him not to touch me. And all of that confirms that he's the killer. Because all throughout this case, witnesses that were there, a plethora of witnesses, even black witnesses testified against him. So when y'all say, oh, all these white racists, they just wanted to put them in prison. No, you had black people that testified against Karmelo Anthony. Blacks, because they saw. You understand? They saw what happened. But see, in the black community, they believe that you can stab somebody and kill them if they just touch you. That's the message that is being published to the world right now. You even have black folk going around social media saying that we need to go around and start attacking white people out of retaliation to the judgment that was put against Karmelo. All of this is just a bunch of rage baiters and race hustlers. I don't even know why social media allow those demons to live on these platforms. So as you can see, they just took him out, right? You see more footage right here where some students are just, kind of wondering what's going on and whatnot. Some don't even know what's going on. Look right there. You see Karmelo with the two officers right there. They escorting him out. You see? That's a killer. That's not a man who was defending himself. The same way all of them came in, the same way they go out. You see they got him there? They like, dag, man, that's the guy that did this? That's crazy. Absolutely, wow. Now, keep in mind, the video started over again. But notice you see Metcalf come in. Now, remember, they told you that Metcalf is this monster, right? So let me see if I could do this real fast. Give me a minute. Let me see if I could do this. Kind of make the video larger, right? See if I could do this. Let me start it back from the top, right? They made it seem like Metcalf is this monster and, all the kids should be afraid of him because he's a demon. I'm 6'1", 213 pounds. And yet they want you to believe that Metcalf was so huge that, Karmelo just had to kill him. No, that's not the case, because let's go back here. Now, let me take a screenshot of this and do this, because it's just crazy how the black community just don't want to take accountability for anything. Nothing. And even with this video, even with this live stream, guys, they're going to still make excuses, because that's how they are. They will never hold themselves accountable. And it's so embarrassing, because we got to live with that shame of knowing that Karmelo Anthony is guilty. And there's so many black people siding with him, not because he's innocent, but because he's black. And if you're black and you go against Karmelo, the black community call you a sellout. Why? Because they think like a tribal group that just wants vengeance because somebody is white. But when we got black people killing black people, you don't see that. You don't see that at all. Let me go back to the end of the video. All right. Go back here again. Now, you see them bringing Karmelo out, right? I want you to see this because I want you to look at, people been making it like, the Metcalf is a monster. Karmelo couldn't really do nothing. Well, if Karmelo couldn't fight him or do nothing, why would Karmelo said, touch me and see what happens? That's not somebody that's fearing for their life. That's somebody that's standing there refusing to move, saying, touch me and see what happened. That's one of the reasons why all of this self-defense claim went out the window, Not even that he had a self-defense case, because he didn't, because nobody pulled a knife on him. Nobody pulled a knife or a weapon and was going to execute bodily harm on Karmelo. Nobody did that. So he ain't even have a case. But what killed his case even more is the fact that he said, touch me and see what happens, or something along those lines. Saying that automatically put you in a mess, So let me see this real quick. All right. So I'm trying to show you this, right? If you look at Metcalf, You have somebody else there with him. You clearly Metcalf is walking with some black guys, right? So when people talk about this is just a bunch of white guys that hate black people, Metcalf had black friends. You had black folks that was under the tent. See, when you're in school, you have a mixed culture of people that's on teams, right? Karmelo, you see him next to the officer. Look at the cop. So you're telling me the cop can't handle Metcalf because Metcalf is a monster. No, none of that stuff is so. They try to make it out to be like the Metcalfs were bullies that was known to be bullies. Where do they get this stuff from? Where do social media get this? Where do they get this narrative of Austin Metcalf, Hunter Metcalf? Oh, they were known bullies. Where do they get that stuff from? They just make this stuff up. They made it up, guys. All of these stories were made up to deceive the people into thinking that Karmelo was bullied by known bullies that are racist, that come from a racist background. All of this stuff the black community did on social media. And it influenced the majority of people to believe nothing but lies. You need to stop supporting platforms that lie to you. Right now, that other YouTuber named Freezy, he's live right now. Got a bunch of haters and demons watching him. The majority of people that's watching his platform are blacks who hate whites. And now he's over there trying to make excuses. He's going to twist the narrative even more. Even though the footage been released, the facts been released, he's going to still try to convince his dumb audience that Karmelo's innocent. And this is why when it comes to social media, I roll completely solo. I don't rock with no groups on social media. I'm a man that thinks for myself and so forth. Those of you that are now joining in, be sure to hit the like button, because when you speak the truth, you don't get any support. You got to lie on social media in order for people to even watch you. You got to lie. I got to lie in order to keep your attention. That's just the way it goes. You cannot speak the truth as a man. Can't. Not on social media. When it comes to the black community, right? When you do content on YouTube, in order to keep their attention long enough, you have to lie. That's just the way it goes. You got to lie. That's how you get support on social media. In order for them to hit the like button, you got to tell them a lie that go with how their emotions feel. And that's what a lot of these YouTubers been doing. They've been lying the whole time. Let me see if I could do this real quick. Give me a minute. Let me see if I could do this real quick. Just to show you what I mean by these influencers on social media that lie, right? Give me a minute. Let me see if I could do this. I think I have the video here. Let me see. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Let me do this, because I'm going to do this in a separate video, but I want to show you guys this so that y'all all on the same page on what I'm trying to educate you on in regards to YouTubers that are misleading you with lies, right? So now I want you to see this. Check this out.
In the house. What's up, Connie Hodge? What it do? What it do? What it do? Okay, fam. I'm going right on in on this one because it's too hot to hold. I'm about to show you leaked video footage of the April 2nd, 2025 track meet in Frisco, Texas, where Karmelo Anthony fatally stabbed Austin Metcalf. Now, this video is extremely blurred. It is extremely grainy. It is very hard to tell anything.
If it's very hard to tell anything, why is he showing you anything? Because he wants money on YouTube. That's it. That's what YouTubers want, guys. See, I'm telling you guys the truth, and you still don't get it. YouTubers that have been lying only care about money that can be earned. So they're going to lie to you to keep you viewing long enough. That's what they're going to do. Right? Now, notice the person in the chat. Their name is Laugh. Normally, usernames fit them because they're a laughing stock. They said Willie D is on point. Let's see how on point he is. Watch this.
But right now, we got to take whatever we can get, right? So I'm going to show this to y'all, and then y'all drop your comments, and I'll come back with mine.
Notice this, guys. Look what he's showing you.
You got to see, like, right between the stands, you can see the kids.
He said you could see the kids, guys. This is how stupid these YouTubers are. Could any of you see anything? You can't see anything. But this is what he's doing. Listen.
Right between those, right between the bleachers. You see somebody coming up the bleachers. They're coming up the bleachers. Then they're going to go toward, I believe, going to go toward the other kids.
This is so embarrassing. So embarrassing.
So obviously you can't make out exactly who is who.
If you can't make out who is who, why are you showing this? Do you see that, guys? This is what these YouTubers were doing. And he got over 80 to 90,000 views on that video. You know how much that equal in dollars? Probably about $2,000 check on YouTube. About $2,000 or more he makes off of one video, off of lying.
You know, this is the first piece of video evidence that was publicly released. And I want to give a shout out to Secret Sam's.
Secret Sam is a fraud. Anybody that's watching anything by anybody called Secret Sam is a fraud. He's a fraud. He already been debunked by other people. He's a fraud. He's just a white guy who's trying to milk off the black community by lying. Let's go.
Secret Sam for covering this. Now, the video was allegedly taken by a woman.
Notice he says allegedly taken.
Who goes by the name Tiffany Billionaire. I mean, Tiffany Billions, whose real name is Tiffany McAdoo. She is reportedly an activist on the ground out there in Collin County. And she has been snooping around.
Being evil, snooping around.
Stirring up a lot of mess. People don't like her. There's a lot of people who out there who do not like her. Don't know what that's about. This is my first time hearing about this woman, so I don't really know anything about her. But I do know that they're saying that she actually went to the school.
Now, guys, I want you to think about what Willie D. Lie is showing you. He's showing you a bunch of fluff, a bunch of lies. He's making you believe that that's the surveillance footage, but this is the real footage. This is the real footage. You understand? This is the real footage. You see that? So Willie D was clickbaiting y'all the whole time with lies. The whole time. Lying to you, misleading you. And y'all gave him all that support. You gave him all the clicks, the views, you subscribe. I mean, it's so crazy how YouTube works, man. It's like the people that mislead the people, they get all the views, they get all the support. And the people that speak the truth, we can't even get you to click the like button. You get mad at us when we tell you to click the like button, not understanding that when you click the like button, you're actually helping us to grow. You would want the good folks to grow. Why would you want the bad folks to grow? Why would you want the bad folks to make all this money lying? And then when you got the good old folks that come along, share the truth, break down the story properly, rather than you give them their flowers and say thank you for being a good human being, for showing the truth. Instead, you hate them. The world is backwards. And this is why there's so many evil people in the world. This is why in today's day, it's like it's not even worth being a good person sometimes. It's like you're more likely to be loved and supported if you're evil. That's why the scriptures says that good will be called evil and evil will be called good. That's why more people flock to the evil, because evil people normally appear as good.
And asked to view the video. She asked to view the video, and
all these people that are talking about they asked to view videos are lying. Guys, do you see a tent anywhere in this? Do you see a tent? You don't see no tent. There is no tent in this video. This is a lie. This is clickbait. This is garbage. None of this is real. None of this that Willie D Live is showing you is real. Nothing is real. Because you would see the tents. There's no tents. Again, let me go to the official video, right? Now, this is the official video. Now, watch this. You see the tent right there? Let me show you the beginning part. Notice the tents. You see that? This is Karmelo coming in. What you see right there, that's Karmelo coming in. This is the official video release, right? You see the tents. When you look at Willie D's video, you don't see no tents. But he published this, guys, as facts. And there's no tent. Talking about, oh, you see the kids? You see them? You see this? He's lying to you. You see the tent right there? That's real. That's the tent where the stabbing took place. You know? They want you to believe that Karmelo just wanted to get out the rain. And no. He went there to kill. That's what he went there for. Could have been a gang initiation thing. Because why is he under there? He don't even belong there. He was asked to leave. He was asked to move from the tent. But he wanted to stay there. Absolutely crazy how a person can throw their life away and then the black community support this BS. Absolutely insane. We're going to get back to the official video in a minute. I want you to see what YouTubers are doing because I'm calling all of these people out. Everybody getting exposed.
They allowed her to view the video, but they did not know.
All of this is a lie. When he talks about they allowed her to view the video, all of that is a lie. None of these people were allowed to do anything because they're not even important. These are just clickbait race hustlers who came on YouTube, came in on social media, TikTok, Instagram, lying for clicks and views to make money.
That she was actually recording the video. That's why you can see the TV. You can see the video on the TV. She's recording it on the Meta glasses that has the
What Meta glasses? You sound stupid.
The inconspicuous cameras on it.
Willie D. Lie has the mindset of a 90-year-old man that have some sort of mental issues due to old age. That's what he have right now because he's not making no sense. And he's also a black racist. He do not like white people at all. Make sure you understand that. All his videos are anti-white and or they rage bait black people to get angry.
So she's recording the whole thing, which was actually smart to do. I'm surprised more people didn't do it. If I would have been there, I would have actually done it. That's what I would have done. I would have straight up went in there and said, yo, here's what's going on.
So this is the garbage footage that Willie D. Lie published on YouTube as breaking news, guys. And everybody flocked to see it. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame, guys, how people believe lies. Absolutely sickening. This is why you as viewers should never support people that lie. Never. Don't support creators that lie. But y'all always do it. Y'all go to their platforms, you give them the clicks, the views, the likes, the shares. And it's just sick, man. Absolutely sick. Absolutely sick. Let me show you this. Let me give you a good example of what I mean by lies. All right? Let me show you this. Let me show you how lies control the algorithm and people don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear the lie. Let me show you this. Let me see if I can put this on the screen. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Now, this particular YouTuber here been lying the whole time. Lying. Nothing but lies. He been misleading black people, misleading the community. I want you to see this. Right? You see that? Could y'all see that? 2,600 people are watching lies. That's what we got to deal with. 2,600 people are watching lies. Isn't that amazing? Now, when you see 2,600 people watching a live stream, you would think, oh, the content creator must be good. No, they're not good. They're lying. And that's what sells. Lies. 2,600 people should not be watching a liar. They should be watching the truth. But that is how many black people are willing to support the lie. They don't care about the truth, guys. They do not care. This is what happened when influencers got control over you. I liken influencers to Christian pastors. If a Christian pastor can sauce you up, make you feel that God is going to bless you, that God is going to send you a blessing, you normally go to their church and you financially support them because you believe the lie. But the pastor's telling you nothing but lies. He don't even care about you. That's the way it is on social media. A lot of influencers, they lie and they tickle the ears of the viewers, and the viewers keep flocking back to hear more lies to get that dopamine rush. Now, let's get back to the content. Hit the like button.
What the hell is going on here? Okay, so you saw the video, family, and you saw somebody coming through there. It's extremely hard to make out what's going on, but if she was able to get in there and see that.
Notice this idiot that came in, says, I am whatever, says, what is the truth? This video shows nothing, honestly. Show me what happened under the tent. That will help everyone. Let me put your ass on the block list. All right? Okay, it's always a dumbass that come into the platform to say something stupid because we already showed everything. We're literally making a valid point, and your dumbass got to get up on out of here. You're wasting everybody's time with your foolishness. Don't come in here demanding nothing because you're being foolish, you know, because we already have all the information. We already showed everything already. The problem is you're not paying attention in class. You just walk in with your big mouth and you're ready to run it, talking a bunch of smack, right? We already have the footage. You see the footage? How do you feel? You feel stupid, right? We already got everything. Why don't you just shut up and pay attention in class? That's the problem. Might as well you go watch those dumbass YouTubers that are lying to you. But when you come here, I'm going to check your ass. Now, let me get back to the commentary so I can break this video down. Let's go.
Much of that video, then that means that other people can get in there and see it too. I'm just hoping that they can get that video evidence before they destroy it.
You see what he's talking about? He hoped they get the video evidence before they destroy it. Ain't nobody destroyed nothing. The video evidence been released. How come Willie D didn't release no video? Because he's looking stupid. So he's going to try to mock up a new video in order to make himself look like he was telling the truth the whole time.
Because they already took the video and manipulated it for the court.
Nobody manipulated anything because we got the actual video. Nothing was manipulated. Willie D is lying. Willie D is a liar. You see, Austin had his whole life taken from him. You think he knew he was going to die right there? That's Austin walking right there, guys. That's Austin Metcalf right there. Well, that's the brother. Where is it? Let me see if I can go back. Okay. Oh, snap. I messed up. Give me a minute. I messed up. I went back on the other video with this guy. Okay. Let me do this. Let me take this one off. Yeah. I went back on that video. Okay, let me put this here. All right.
And manipulated it for the court. They got scenes in the video there's timestamps missing from the video.
That's a lie.
There's actually minutes.
He's lying.
The timestamp got chopped up.
He's lying.
Now, y'all know when they play those chopped up games, they're trying to conceal something. They don't want us to see something.
Pure lies.
That's what that's about. Now, this is what I want all of y'all out there to do, the people that hate Karmelo Anthony.
Nobody hate Karmelo. We just want justice for Austin in this particular case because he murdered another student. And what I don't like, guys, is that when it comes to the black community, right? If somebody is white, they have no empathy for them. They have no concern for them because they're white. That's how it really is. A lot of blacks cry about racism. They cry about all these different things they cry about. But when anybody else die or anybody else kids die, they don't really care. They side with whoever's black. And it's just so sad that as a community, man, we just look so bad and embarrassing ourselves all day on social media. It's like, it's embarrassing sometimes to be black when you have cases like this. And you have to come online, like for myself as a content creator, as a black man, as a father of 4 daughters, I got to come online and clean up this mess because the black community continue to expose themselves. And it just makes us look like we don't have no damn sense because, you know, they don't even know what jury of your peers mean, guys. And it's so embarrassing. Blacks was going around saying that, oh, Karmelo never had a jury of his peers, not realizing that a jury of your peers does not mean someone who's black. It literally means people from the community, whether they're black, white, Asian, it doesn't really matter. You want people that are impartial, that are able to judge you rather than having the judge judge you or some person on the outside that have ulterior motives. That's what a jury of your peers mean. When the case pretty much started and it was doing jury selection, a lot of black people were called in for jury duty and they would ask a series of questions. And a lot of them would say stuff like, well, I can't see myself sending another brother to prison. When you say that, you disqualify yourself because that means that you're partial in judgment. That means you already decided that you're not going to be fair. You already decided that you made it a race issue. And this is typical of what happens in court. A lot of you who've been called in for jury duty, you probably disqualified yourself. Some of you know how to disqualify yourself from jury duty. And that is what happened with the majority of black folks that were selected. So it's not that it was some racist rigged case where they didn't want black jurors. That's not the case. Black folk are just not educated when it comes to jury selection. So when they were asking these questions, they pretty much disqualified themselves. This is why when you get called in for jury duty, they ask these questions because they want to see where you are mentally. They want to see if you're intelligent or not. And even though a lot of blacks were telling the truth in terms of, well, I rock with Karmelo, I can't put another brother behind bars, even though they're being honest in how they feel, you can't be a juror. That's not what jurors are for. Listen, jurors are not for the purpose of saying, well, I rock with the black guy, so I'm a juror because I rock with the black guy. Or, well, I'm white, I support Metcalf. And now you have a bunch of jurors that support this one and that one. That's not what jurors are for. But in the black community, they're not educated to understand this. They don't understand the judicial system. They don't understand court proceedings. They don't understand nothing. They just look at skin color. Just because somebody look like me does not mean they for me. Just because you have a black juror does not mean he's going to ride with you. There have been many cases where black men were sent to prison and you had majority of black people on the juror stand, right? Let me shout out these super chats real fast. Give me a minute. Let me see. Okay, shout out to Denise for the $5 support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Says facts are clear. Shout out to Southern Diplomats for the 5. Says nobody takes Silly D seriously. Appreciate you for the support. They actually do, you know. They actually do. If they didn't take him seriously, fam, he wouldn't get 80,000, 90,000 views on a video. So obviously somebody's taking him seriously. Let me see. Shout out to you again for another 5. Says much love to Ringo and the chat. Keep on standing on the truth, brother. Hey, I appreciate you sponsoring the show. I may not have 3,000 people watching me, guys, but one thing I am proud of is the fact that from when this case started, I've been on the front line. If you go back to my beginning videos before there was a trial or anything, I already told everybody that Karmelo Anthony is going to serve time in prison. I told you that he's guilty. I told you there was no self-defense case, and I stood on that. And till this day, I've been, 100% on point, and I've stayed within my integrity and haven't deceived the viewers. Unlike most YouTubers, man, I don't know how they sleep at night to deceive people for a check, because it's not going to last long. You might get a big YouTube check this month, but as you continue to go on and be a liar and manipulate, people are going to learn who you are. And in the end, it's going to all come tumbling down. And you're going to remember that you've been misguiding people. When you have viewers that show up to your platform, it's the equivalent of having an opportunity to be honest. But most people have no integrity, guys. None whatsoever. So they're going to lie to you for a check. Let me see. Shout out to Shrimp for the 5. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Say, what up, Ringo? Hope you're doing well still. Waiting on those videos. My guy. Hey, you have to be patient, brother. I'm very, very busy. As you can see right now, this is a breaking news story that supersedes every single thing. Be very patient. I am a father. I'm a man of the Most High. I got a lot of responsibilities, right? Just understand that those videos will come when they come. But right now, I got to take what's priority right now, right? So we're going to do what we got to do, guys. Let's get back to this content, break this video down, and we're going to get back to the official surveillance videos so that we could debunk these lies that these YouTubers been putting out there. So this is Willie D Lie. He pretty much put out a fake video basically claiming that he's showing you the footage that been released. No footage been released at this point. He's showing you nothing but clickbait videos to deceive the people. Let's get into it.
You love justice. You got to pick a side. You're going to have to pick a side. Either you are for justice. Justice meaning just.
He's telling you about justice, but he's lying to you. There's nothing good about this man. This man is pure evil. Nobody should be supporting this guy. Nobody should be watching Willie D Lie at this point. Nobody. You understand? He lied about the Karmelo Anthony case the whole time, and he's using clickbait to get you in order to get a check on YouTube.
Right? Either you're for justice or you're not.
And he believed justice is siding with a killer named Karmelo Anthony. Carmelo's getting exactly what he deserved. He deserved more time. More. Because he ran and he threw the knife away.
I know damn well if there is a video that exists of the stabbing and they're not releasing it to the public, it is because they are trying to hide something.
Now, he said they're trying to hide something. Okay, let's go to the 911 call and let's see if they're trying to hide something. Let's see if they're hiding something from us viewers. Let's go to that call. Let's get to it.
Frisco 911, what is the location of the emergency?
Hi, we're at Taekwondo Stadium. My friend just got stabbed.
Okay, do you know who stabbed him?
We have no clue. He was sitting in our tent, but you need to send an ambulance right now.
They're on the way, okay? Give me a description of the person that stabbed.
Notice they said we don't have no clue who this guy is. He said our friend was stabbed. You see that? Multiple 911 calls was released.
Him.
He was wearing a gray Essentials hoodie. He was black. He's standing out on the track right now.
He's standing on the track?
Yeah.
Okay.
His blue sweatpants on and John.
Okay, what did he stab your friend with?
I don't know. My friend's bleeding everywhere.
Okay. Where was he stabbed at?
The chest.
Okay.
Do you see the weapon, guys? They told you it was a tool, like one of them, one of them knives from back in the days that you take it out of your pocket and it have like a screwdriver on it. It have a can opener on it. It have this. That's what they were telling you on YouTube. They were making us believe. Well, they didn't make me. I already knew the truth, right? They lied about the knife. They said it wasn't a knife. It was some sort of utility tool. Remember they showed you a video with some old woman talking about an old woman, Miss Daisy or whatever, saw the footage. All of that stuff is a lie. It's all a hoax. It's a lie, folks. They lied to you about everything. And now they're looking stupid. That's the murder weapon. Do you see that? That don't belong at the school. That do not belong at the school. He threw the knife away, guys. That's a weapon. That is not, oh, it's just a regular tool for me. No, man. And here's another thing. He had to have the knife open already before he reached in his bag. Because the knife can close. His knife was already open, guys. Did you see that? The knife was open, guys. When he reached in his bag, he didn't reach in his bag and then pulled out the knife and open it up and then stab. No, that knife was already open. And he plunged it into that man's chest. Absolutely sick. Murdered him. He didn't even know he was going to die. He didn't even know what was going to happen, man. And rather than the black community hold him accountable, we worship and praise him as a savior. Shout out to Mac for the 2, says it happened so fast. Also, shout out to Mac again, says good to hear the truth. Appreciate you for the 10. Shout out to Southern Diplomats for the 5. Again, says a damn shame that these content creators have fell in line with the parents and chose to capitalize on a tragedy. Charleston White called the play. I mean, Charleston White is also a part of the grift. You know what I'm saying? All of these people are a part of the grift. And it's just sad. Listen, you're going to see a lot of them. They're going to start to delete videos. Like a lot of them, I already started downloading all their videos because I'm going to review those videos and break them down, show the truth to expose them, to make the YouTube community know who they are. I'm going to put up like a, you know, like how they have in the Western times, like a wanted sign of certain criminals. I'm going to create an entire poster with all the YouTubers' faces and everything so that the YouTube community will know who these individuals are. And you just don't support these particular influencers. We got to get rid of them, not get rid of them in terms of remove their platforms, because I'm not into that removing people platform type stuff, but you shouldn't support certain people. You know what I mean? If they got people that want to support them, that it is what it is. But we don't need new viewers to come across that type of toxic content where they're being lied to, you know, because kids are being influenced. This young man, Karmelo, had a weapon on him. He murdered somebody, threw the weapon away, and he ran. And then he started to fake cry when he got pretty much confronted by law enforcement and pulled a Tyrese, you know, which is now going to be a new YouTube meme. So after my live stream, I'm going to get that particular audio. I'm going to enhance the audio, clean it up, make it very, very clear. And it's going to go on my soundboard. And I'm going to use that sound effect in all my videos in regards to Karmelo Anthony, because the public need to know the truth. Let me see. Shout out to Gene. Shout out to Gene for the $50 support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Says, thank you for your honesty. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. So now, this is the actual 911 call, guys. Let's get back to the call. We're going to continue to break this thing down. And you got to be patient, guys. When I do my live streams, I break everything down. I like to give you details of what's going on. I didn't even feel like going live right now, to be honest with you. I was going to go live probably in the morning somewhere, but I decided, you know what, let's just get it over with right now and, you know, see where this thing goes. But hopefully you gain something from the content. So let's get back to the 911 call.
And do you still see the person that stabbed him, or did he leave?
Well, no, it was Austin. Austin stabbed him in the chest. I'm sorry, what did you say?
The person that stabbed him, is he still there? Do you still see him?
There's adults on him, I think. Yeah.
There's adults that are trying to keep him there.
Know who he is. Sorry, what?
The person that stabbed your friend, is he still there?
Yeah, he's still here.
Okay, and
He's with the coach.
there's a coach with him?
Yes, he's with. People got him.
Okay. Do you know if he still has the weapon on him?
No clue, but he's like he can't do nothing. He's done.
What do you mean?
He stabbed Austin Metcalf.
That's an actual image of Karmelo. Look at the blood on his hand. You see the blood by his finger? You see that? He was wearing Nike Dunks, the Panda Dunks. He's in handcuffs, got blood on his hands. And these are actual real photos. This ain't that fake stuff that these YouTubers been publishing, right?
Let me check. What?
What do you mean he can't do anything? What's going on with him?
Like coaches have him. He can't hurt anyone.
Okay, when you say they have him, are they physically holding him down?
Notice this person in the comments express whatever, says, I seen Austin grab and attack him. All of that's bullshit. Never believe these stupid people that you see show up publishing a bunch of lies, guys. None of these people seen anything. They're a bunch of damn liars. Let's go. Let's get back to the content.
No, they're just holding him walking around.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What's your name?
Nathan Nordyke.
What's your last name? Nathan.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your last name?
Nordyke.
Okay.
Nathan Mordyke made the call, guys.
And do you see any of the responders there yet?
We hear the sirens, but
Okay.
the coaches sent us out. We're all walking to our bus.
They wanted to paint this kid as a bully. Imagine you get a knife plunged in your chest. You're a popular football guy, and you had your whole life ahead of you. And because you're white, the black community decides to railroad your name and make you out to be a racist, a bully, everything negative. And you lost your life. This is what the black community did now. They didn't have no concern for the truth. They just wanted to run with the lie. To those of you that are viewing this video, I don't know how many times I got to tell you this. Most YouTubers only want to make $1. They shouldn't even be on YouTube. They shouldn't even be on YouTube. They go get microphones. They go get cameras. They haven't been doing this for a long time. It's a hustle. They're not creators. They see stories, they capitalize it, they make it a race issue, and they clickbait you. They lie to keep you viewing long enough so they can make money. It's a money grab. That's all it is. It's not about integrity. It's not about the truth. It's not about investigative news reporting, good journalism. It's not about that. It's about how can I mislead the viewer to get the high ratings, to make as much money as I can. Oh, that YouTube check is looking good this month. Yes, man. Let me see how many lies I could do next month. And they got to continue to do this in order to get the checks. That's what Willie D. Lie and many other YouTubers are doing right now. I don't do that type of stuff. I cannot sleep at night knowing that I'm lying and then I'm going to end up getting exposed by somebody. So now this kid have his poster. You know what I mean? Everybody know who he is. He have his trophies. All of that stuff is gone. His kids were supposed to see these trophies. His kids, he was supposed to have conversations with his kids about his games. And that was stolen from him because Karmelo decided to kill him out of rage and anger. And instead of the black community hold their own accountable, they don't do that. Somebody said, was Karmelo jumped? No. How many times we got to tell you guys this? I don't know what's going on with folks, bro. I don't know what's going on with folks. Why y'all keep saying if he was jumped? You know why? You're getting that lie from the YouTubers. Did you hear me say that? I never said that. Did you hear that on any news broadcast? Did you hear any mainstream news tell you that? No. YouTubers tell you that. And they've been lying the whole time. That's what they do. based on the actual video that was released, right, before Anthony ran off, right? Because if you see here, let me see. Let me go back. That's the tent right there. If you look at the video, nobody is jumped. This is a lie. All these YouTubers that told you that, oh yeah, he got jumped and oh yeah, they were surrounding him and they did this and they did that. All of that stuff is a lie because they felt the video would never be released. Notice, you see the top? That's Karmelo. He already staffed Metcalf and look how he's running. Nobody jumped him. He did his crime and he ran. And everybody that's running, they're pointing him out. Look at him, still going. Look at everybody's hand. They're saying, stop him, stop him. They're pointing him out. He just murdered someone. You still got dumbass people coming in the comments, 4 to 5 verse 1. I'm telling you folks, some people are just naturally stupid and you can't help it. They're just dumb people, man. And this is why you don't need those type of folks in a jury. If you got those kind of folks on a jury, they'll make wicked people get off on certain crimes that they commit. This is why you need impartial people. Because when you have folks that are that dumb, that don't know and have common sense, they will side with killers every single time. No part in this video was Karmelo jumped. None. At no point did Karmelo say, I was jumped. No. He said, even to the cops, I told him not to touch me. He ain't say, I told them not to touch me. Y'all keep listening to dumbass lies. And I can't believe how stupid people are. This is why I stay to myself, fam. This is why I don't even like being around human beings, bro. Because some people are weird, bro. Some people don't have brains, y'all. You got NPCs. Matter of fact, I got a video I got to release about how to deal with NPCs. Because a lot of times y'all make it a race issue. Oh, it's a white person, they're racist. Has nothing to do with race, fam. People are NPCs, whether they're white, black, Asian, they're weird. They're like robots. They don't have no thoughts. They get controlled by demons. We could show you the actual video proof. You'll say, no, I don't believe that. Karmelo was jumped by 5 guys. Even though you don't see that, but you believe it because a YouTuber told you that. That's how stupid people are. Yeah, a lot of people are slow. Absolutely slow. And a lot of it is coming online from black folk, and it's making black people look dumb. It's sad. It's embarrassing, man. Notice this other person named Flashy One says, I guess you have not been discriminated against. Listen, fam, let me get back on camera full screen. Fam, I don't give a fuck about none of that stuff, fam. I'm not a victim like you. All this is discriminated against. I get discriminated against from black folk. From black folk, fam. The amount of hate that I get, it comes from black people. Do you understand me? Black folks suffer from internalized racism. That's why we kill each other every single day. That's why in the hood and the projects, it's nothing but gang violence. All the gangs that are in the black community. Who's the ops? Is it white people? Is it Asians? No, it's other black people. That's the ops. When you see rappers rapping, talking about this and holding guns, who you think they talking to? They're talking to other black people. When you had the Julio Fulio situation, when you had dudes making rap songs dissing the dead, going to their grave site, they weren't doing that to white people. They were doing that to other black people. Do you see that? So when you say stuff like, let me see that comment that you says, I guess you have not been discriminated against, Ringo. Sad to see. This was self-defense. Notice, do you see the NPCs, guys? That's an NPC. What you see right there, guys, that's what you call an NPC. A non-playable character, guys. No brain cells, they're a robot. They just repeat what they hear. That's what we're dealing with in today's day. I'm going to make a plethora of videos on NPCs. That's going to be the focus. NPC. It has nothing to do with race. It's not a race issue. It's not a black, white. It's just a person who's a non-playable character, just like in a video game. You know, like how when you're playing Grand Theft Auto and you see somebody just walking and they'll just walk in the street, walk back, and they come do the same thing. Then they'll get hit by a car, then get back up and walk. And it's like, damn, it's like they caused the accident. Sometimes you be driving your car, you be on the highway, and you have an NPC that's driving next to you. They don't signal. They just switching lanes. And you're like, bro, you're cutting people off, trying to kill people. That's what NPCs are. A dumbass came in and says, oh, this is self-defense, even though it already been proven that it's not. You can't help these people. They're robots. Do you understand me? You sometimes those of you that are intelligent, sometimes you question yourself because you're like, these people cannot be this stupid. They are. They are this stupid, guys. You know? Let's get back to the content. So now, let me see where we at. Okay. So they already took Karmelo out, right? So at this point, the police got him, and he's pretty much walking out at this point here. You see them right there. His whole life is gone. Now, notice this, guys. You don't see nobody with umbrellas. You know, you probably might see one. But most likely, when you attend a school, a high school, or whatever the case is, nobody has umbrellas. People don't care about the rain, you know? So all that narrative talk about, oh, he just wanted to get out the rain. Nobody cares about that when you're in school, right? Nobody walks around with umbrellas, right? So let's go back to the, before we get back to Willie D's video, let me go to the body cam footage, right? Give me a minute.
It starts the second you wake up.
Hold on.
How much time do I have?
Hold on. That's a commercial playing in the background. Give me a minute. Let me see. I got to find the video now. Give me a minute, guys. All righty. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Let me see. All right. Body cam footage. Where is it? Where's the... Okay, here we go. Body cam footage. Let's get this. All right.
If somebody is shooting the victim, they need to be over there.
Let me play it again so you could hear him say, oh, I was just protecting myself. Listen.
Hold on.
And I was just protecting myself.
He wasn't protecting himself. He's lying. Watch.
Somebody is shooting the victim, they need to be over there.
Under a memorial pen.
Don't reach for anything, all right, man? Stop right there for me.
Receive.
Dispatch 443, I got the suspects, and they're currently treating the victim. Again, he's on the north end of the stadium.
And that's sad that the brand Essential had this promotion. That's sad, man, to have a brand and your brand is associated with a murder. Imagine that, fam. Essentials are going to have to do something about that, bro. That's crazy.
All right. Any weapons on you like that? Go ahead. I'll look here.
How long? He put his hands up. I know I'm not.
4-4, copy, I'll be in route.
Right. It wasn't even raining hard, gang. So when they say that Karmelo just wanted to go under the tent because he was trying to hide from the rain and all of that stuff is a lie, fam. They lied about this whole case, man. Remember, guys, I'm going to also do a video where I enhance the audio, meaning to try to raise that volume so that you can hear it ultra clear because Karmelo is speaking and I'm trying to make out the things that he's saying under his, voice. Let's rewind it back a little bit.
All right. Any weapons on you like that? Go ahead. I'll look here.
How long? He put his hands up. I know I'm not.
4-4, copy, I'll be in route.
Help y'all back up a little bit. Come over here for me. Come over here.
447, clear.
I'm gonna put your handcuffs for now, okay? Dispatch 443. Everybody can slow down. I got the alleged suspect in handcuffs right now, detained.
Imagine coming to school grounds with a knife. The knife don't even belong on you, man. Why would you even bring that?
Hold on, suspect detained in handcuffs.
Hold on. You can open up the channel, and medics are clear to come in. Have them come to the northeast entrance.
His life was over right there. That was the moment that he knew he fucked up. While he's sitting there, he already know he going to prison. He already know that. He threw the knife away. He ain't stayed with the knife to say, hey, this is self-defense. You know, Austin pulled a knife on me. Because that's the only way it could be defense. And what's so sad about this, guys, is in the black community, they don't know what self-defense is. They don't know what that means. I'm just being honest. I'm not talking about the black folk that are educated, intelligent, you know, they don't have no felonies. I'm not talking about whatchamacallit, the group that understand how to live in this world free from committing crimes. The people that have felonies, the people that are in and out of prison, the ones that are uneducated, they don't know what self-defense means. They think self-defense means if I push you, then you have the right to kill the person. That's what they believe. That's what they're teaching their kids. And you're wondering why we have this problem. There's a reason why Karmelo did this. He was taught this. Somebody told him that if somebody pushes you, you have a right to defend yourself. He don't know what self-defense means. Self-defense would be if Austin Metcalf pulled out a knife, pulled out a gun, pulled out a scissors, swung it, and you realize, wait a minute, I got a knife on me. It's going to be either me or him. Let me grab my knife. You defend yourself against equal force. You ended the aggressor. That's self-defense. Self-defense is not, I push you and then you pull out a knife and stab me in the heart. Nah. Especially when you said, touch me and see what happened. Once you say that, you already know you had a weapon in your bag. Austin didn't know that he had a weapon. Austin probably was calling his bluff. Like, you don't got no weapon. Who's going to bring a weapon at a track meet? Who's going to bring a weapon? Who's going to ruin their life? Nobody's going to do that. Touch me and see what happens. Okay, I'm going to call your bluff. Pulled out that knife, stabbed him in the heart. That's not self-defense. Especially when you say, touch me and see what happened. And all of those people that was around, they all saw what happened. That's why Karmelo got 35 years. The YouTubers told you that, oh, he got jumped. If Karmelo Anthony, and I need the educated people to think. If Karmelo Anthony was jumped by a group of guys and they all pounded on him, kicking him, where are his injuries, or where was his injuries when all of this first started? Did his parents tell you he was jumped? Did you hear any news reports that he was jumped? Did Karmelo Anthony even take the stand to defend himself? No. Why? Because he's guilty. He was hoping that the attorneys can play the self-defense card to get him off. It's not going to work. He ain't have a case. Right? So now, let's go back to the footage. Hit that like button, guys. Let's go.
Be a gate that's wide open there, and then you come to the victim from there.
This is the alleged suspect.
All right, bye.
Dispatch is 432.
Okay. We'll figure that out in a minute. So nothing on your person at all?
No, sir.
Nothing?
No, sir.
Mind if I reach in your pockets and stuff and all that? Nothing gonna stab me?
No, sir.
Okay.
And if you notice, the officers, you know, they're white. They weren't roughing him up. Let's talk about that. The officers were not roughing him up. They weren't yelling at him. You know, there was no racist stuff. You know, like the YouTubers were saying. The YouTubers were spreading a lot of lies. The officer literally asked, do you mind if I do this? Do you mind if I do that? Being professional. They even said this is the alleged suspect. I didn't see no racist stuff going on. They was just handling the situation like officers should handle this situation. Let's go.
I'm gonna a little personal there, okay? Just to make sure. Okay. All right. The victim's going to be underneath that tent over there, so I'll get medics. Memorial tent over there, guys. All right.
He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
You hear him crying like a bitch? Listen to Karmelo crying. I'm putting that sound effect on the soundboard.
Memorial tent over there, guys. All right.
He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
Victim is over on the north end. They got stabbed.
That's sad right there. He put his hands on me. I don't know he put his hands on me.
Girl, could you believe this? What? Carmelo Anthony. He was crying like a bitch. Wow. That's crazy. Man, I feel so sorry for him when he go to prison. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't believe he would throw his whole life away. It doesn't make no sense.
Let me shout out these super chats real fast. Shout out to Strength for the 10. Says Dr. Umar was talking about a case with a white boy who stabbed the Hispanic 4 times in Texas same year. And he got manslaughter and aggravated assault, something to that effect. You got 10 years out in 5. Now, the reason why, first of all, nobody should be listening to Dr. Umar Johnson, right? Look, guys, when it comes to the justice system, every case is different. Every case is going to have a different outcome. I don't know why when we have cases, the black community, they always want to talk about, well, this guy, he stabbed somebody. How come he only got 10 years? Or, well, that one did that one. Or George Zimmerman did this. And, you know, this Asian guy, he was acquitted in the, the Cyrus situation. They bring up all of these different cases to get you angry, to rage bait, right? I don't do stuff like that. What I focus on is the case. In America, if black Americans believe that the justice system works against them, then stop committing crimes. That's the solution. If you're a black man and you believe you're not going to get a fair trial, stop committing crimes. Parents, be parents. Fathers, be around your sons, be around your daughters. That's the solution, right? Because when you go to prison as a black man, you're going to be somebody's bitch. I'm going to do a video on how most men, primarily black men, even white men, when you go into the penal system, when you go into the penitentiary, you're going to be tried. That's right. See, a lot of you don't understand how this works, right? When they send Karmelo to prison or anybody to prison, they already know what's going to happen. You have a lot of guys, ladies, that are out here and they act as if though they, and I'm not saying all men that go to prison got. What I'm saying is, especially if you go in as a young man, you're going to be somebody's bitch. That's a fact. And they know that. Once all of this settled down with Karmelo, like right now, they might have him in an area where, he's not in like general population and stuff. They have him tucked away due to all of the media press. When all of that stuff clears up and they put him with the big boys, he's done. And black people are not going to support him in prison. It's not happening. When you go to prison, it's every man for themselves. It ain't no, oh, there go my brother. We got you. No, those very same black guys will be the one that will turn him out in prison. He's fresh meat when he comes to prison. Ain't no black, white, none of that. When you go to prison, you there to serve time. And everybody's your enemy. If his fare was Austin Metcalf, he got another fare to deal with. Now he got to sleep with his eyes open. And everybody going to want to get him. Not only blacks, but also whites. And remember, in prison, you got white gangs too. And they're waiting for him to come there. And no matter what prison you go to, your rep and your story goes. So if you're a dude that was a boy in prison, meaning you was somebody's bitch, and you go to another prison, that prison gonna know too. A lot of these guys, when you see them on YouTube, they do these prison videos, and they be like, yeah, you know, in prison, this guy, they got him in the showers, they did this, they sexually assaulted him. Guys, most men, when they go to prison, get got. They don't tell you. They come out, they act macho, they might start a family, they might have a wife. But when they were behind those bars, somebody was tapping that ass. And that's the reality that nobody want to talk about. I'm going to do a video on that and make you understand, because the prison system is hell. And whether you're black or white, why would you want to go there? Karmelo never had his father in his life to teach him anything, to use, have good reasoning skills, to de-escalate situations, conflict resolution skills. Like, he lacked all of those things. He was asked to leave the tent. It's not that serious. Just leave. No, he ain't want to do that. He want to argue. He want to fight, pull out a knife, ended his life. So now at 19, he's going into a prison full of men, killers, predators, and they're going to get him. And there's nothing nobody could do to save him. And rather than the black community accept that and hold him accountable, instead, they're defending him, and he's a killer, right? But yeah, Umar Johnson, he's going to use whatever because he's a rage baiter, right? Nobody should be listening to Umar Johnson. He can't even get a school up. He's a liar. He panders towards women. I don't care about none of those cases, that has nothing to do with Anthony. It has nothing to do with Karmelo Anthony. Nobody should be talking about other cases in regards to the Karmelo and Austin situation. We need to stick with the facts with this case, because when you get into other cases, that's when it becomes a race issue. Because what they're doing is they're saying, well, how come that guy got 10 years and he got 35? How come this one got this, and how come it's not the same? Because it's not the same. In some situations, it's not fair. And if you're black and you're in America, you should know this already. You should know this already. How do you, as a black man, commit a crime and you expect that in America, where your ancestors was put in slavery, you had all these atrocities done to your people, that you would think the system would give you a fair shake? Common sense should tell you that if you're black, you got to work harder in America. That's just the truth. But at the same time, as a black man, I'm not going to walk around with a chip on my shoulder or play the victim. I'm not doing that. I'm not walking around like, oh no, I'm being discriminated against. I don't got time for all of that stuff. I'm 49. Just in case you're viewing and you don't know my age, I'm 49 years young, right? So let's get back to the content. Hit the like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
Standing to him right now, this is the alleged suspect. Already? No. We searched them, got nothing on him.
I don't know what happened.
423. Trackers have a negative CBR progress for a little bit.
Racing.
Yeah, that's the wrong thing.
Racing.
Side over here or side? Up to you. It's up to you.
That's fine. This is closer.
Okay. Let me do one more little check of you, okay?
Yes, sir.
You don't mind for reaching your pockets, anything like that? You good?
You can. You're just wearing this one pair of pants?
No, I'm wearing some little underpants.
Oh yeah. But no, it's not pockets.
No, ma'am, I don't think so.
Okay.
What's your name, man?
Carmelo Anthony, Karmelo.
430, show me out.
Okay.
Racing.
Check one more time on this side. have a seat here real quick, man.
Imagine you wear an essential hoodie says fear God, and you don't even fear God. It's crazy.
Watch your head. Let me check your hood here, buddy, okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, lean this way so you're not resting on your hands, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, see a little bit of blood on your hands there, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Blood on his hands, man. You know they got photos, they got all of that stuff. And like again, the officers were very professional. They treated him with respect. They didn't manhandle him. You know, like the YouTubers were putting out. Nope. They treated him with respect.
So your first name is Karmelo?
Yes, sir. Karmelo.
Let's see, hold on one second.
Is he gonna be okay?
I don't know yet, man.
Notice he said, is he going to be okay? Is he going to be okay? What? Listen to that again, gang.
Let's see, hold on one second.
Is he gonna be okay?
I don't know yet, man. Karmelo, C-A-R-A.
Why would he say, is he going to be okay? Because his fear is, if he's dead, I'm done. Do you see that? That also plays in his sentencing of 35 years. And they were a little lenient on him, if you really think about it. He should have got more years than that. You know? Asking, is he going to be okay, is diabolical. Because why? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. If it's self-defense, why would I care? Is he going to be okay? Why would I care if it's self-defense? Think about that. If I am defending myself against death, impending death, why would I ask if you're going to be okay? It's because you know you're wrong. You know you're guilty. You know that if he die, you're done. Now, if you stabbed him and he's alive, you're going to still face some heat. But if he's dead, oh my goodness, I'm concerned about prison time. But if it's self-defense, why would you care? He already knew he was guilty. He already knew, guys. Let's go. Let me rewind that back one more time.
Let's see, hold on one second.
Is he gonna be okay?
I don't know yet, man. Karmelo, C-A-R-A.
K-A-R.
K-A-R.
M-E-L-O.
M-E-L-O. Karmelo. What's your last name?
Anthony.
A-N-T-H.
O-N-Y.
O-N-Y. Where grade are you in?
I'm in 12th grade.
10th grade? You go to Emerson?
No, sir.
Where do you go? Centennial. Okay.
So he's not even from there. He's not from that school.
12th grade.
12th grade?
Yes, sir.
Okay. North Centennial. All right, sit tight for me real quick, bud, all right?
Shout out to Shrimp for the 2. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Because I know what up out here. Shout out to Floridine Rollo for the support. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. Says, let me see. Says, salute Ringo. It goes to show most parents don't deserve children. Karmelo's parents are not suitable and irresponsible in particular. These YouTubers, these YouTubers are liars on the video and race bait, as you stated, Ringo. And that's the thing, man, guys. Look, people who view YouTube and social media, you got to understand that you hold all the power. When you see influencers deliberately lying, manipulating stories for clicks and views, clickbaiting you, you should never support those people. What we're seeing right now is a lot of YouTubers are trying to scramble around. They're trying to, justify why they were making all these videos. That's why I'm downloading as much as I can of all these people videos so I could expose them before they go try to private their videos or put it on members only, because they're embarrassed now. Because the actual footage that they thought would never be released was released. And now everybody's dancing for the cameras. And people still viewing them stupidly. They just viewing them. And I keep telling you guys, stop viewing those channels. You're making them make money. Why would you view a liar? Well, I want to hear what they say. You know, how dumb could you be? That's like going to a store, being a patron to someone, giving them money when you know they're treating the customers bad. That don't make sense. Stop supporting them.
Let me run this guy real quick. I haven't talked to him at all. But hold on.
What somebody said? Somebody said, "Oh snap, it's that nigga."
Back for me real quick, buddy.
Listen.
Right? Let me run this guy real quick.
Wow, that's crazy, man. We got to do a whole video just on that. Shout out to Strength for the Two says Ringo is funny. Appreciate you sponsoring the work. Yeah, okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, somebody literally said, fam, yo, it's that nigga. That's crazy.
Back for me real quick, buddy, right?
Listen.
Let me run this guy real quick. I haven't talked to him at all.
Wow. So somebody recognized him. So you know all those people were witnesses. Yo, it's that. Oh, man, yo, him? In other words, they probably like, who, him? He did that? I can't believe it, him? Oh, man, that's crazy, fam. That is crazy. Yeah, they already know he in trouble. The way they said it was like, we already know he done, fam. We already know he in trouble. Let me go to the actual video. Then we're going to go back to that Willie D live video, right? So let's put this on the screen, right? Let's roll this one from the top for the people that probably now join in, right? This is the actual official video that was shown in court. This is not no clickbait. This is the official video. Let's roll the tape. So that's Austin Metcalf coming in with some of his buddies, you know, doing what they got to do, right? His brother. Now, we're going to see Karmelo come in. Look in the middle of the screen. That's Karmelo Anthony coming in by himself. You see that? By himself with a backpack. And the first thing he do is he go by the tent where he don't belong. It's like he was sent there to kill this kid, which is kind of crazy. I wonder, was Metcalf going to go to like college football? That like, I don't know. Like, was he going there? Like, did he have like, I'm sure he had something set up, man, where he was going to do well in life, because the way Karmelo walked in there by himself, he's under the tent. He don't belong there. And they pretty much asked him to leave. Now, let me see if I could zoom in more. It's going to blur a little bit, but a lot of the YouTubers were lying to you guys saying that Karmelo was jumped. All of that is a lie. He was not jumped. That's a team that is there. Karmelo don't even belong there. It's not like he was hiding from the rain, because nobody was really caring about the rain. Nobody was really walking around with umbrellas, right? Oh, Metcalf was the team captain. Okay. So wow. This guy killed the captain of the team. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. I'm going to show you how when everything pop off, you're going to see Karmelo run up the bleacher after he stabbed the kid, right? Because everything seems to be calm. You don't see nobody doing anything, nor could we see anybody's face. Let's make that clear also. We can't see anybody's face. So the YouTuber that was talking about, oh, you see it? You see a scuffle? Now look, you see Karmelo? He already stabbed him. Now everybody jump out because they see the blood. Look, Karmelo's out. Karmelo's running. You see that? Let me see if I can rewind this thing back, because when everything popped off, it happened so fast, man. It happened real fast. Something already happened. Look how quick that happened. Everything was still. Look at it again. Matter of fact, guys, you could see, this is crazy. I'm going to see if I can open this thing up even more. Now, for the record, we cannot see any faces, but you can see where Metcalf appeared to either push Karmelo and Karmelo instantly stabbed him. You could kind of see it in the video. Let's see if we could catch it. Keep your eye there. You see that? Let me see if I could do this, man. Give me a minute. Let me see if I can find something that I could use as a cursor. That was so fast. That's not self-defense. You murdered the guy. That's crazy. He murdered him, man. That's cut dry murder. No doubt about it. Right? So now I'm going to use this right here on the screen to help you guys to understand what's going on. So let me rewind it back a little bit. Wait. Where is it? Let me put this here. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. Now, I will rewind it back a little bit so I can make you see now. If you look around here, you're going to see where what appears to be Metcalf walking. You see it right there. He pushed, and then he got stabbed. Karmelo runs up. You see that? You see that? Wow. Clear-cut case, murder. That was too damn fast, man. A push and you I got pushed. I feared for my life. Self-defense. That's not self-defense. You killed the man. That's crazy. That's a killer, man. Wow. He runs up after doing it. Realized what he did. Now he's trying to escape. He was not jumped. Nothing. People are in shock. Like, I can't believe what this guy did. Wow. I'm trying to figure out, was Karmelo sent there to kill this kid? Because this looked well premeditated. Like, he literally went down there to kill that guy. I don't know if it was some gang initiation thing or a bet. I don't know. But this is sick. Let me kind of close up the image because it just gets blurry as you open up the image even more. That man guilty as heck, bro. Shame on all the YouTubers that have been lying, hustling in order to make money. Is the money worth it, guys, to lie to the viewers? The viewers ain't going to like you after a while when they realize you've been lying. He planned to kill Metcalf, y'all. That was premeditated murder. Yeah, why are you running if it's self-defense? That's the crazy part. Like, I would not be running if I'm defending myself. I'd be like, listen, man, he pulled out a knife. I pulled out my knife. It is what it is. I ain't going to be running and then toss the weapon. That's what killers do. Killers toss their weapon. Now it messed up the whole track meet. It messed up everything. The kids are running around like, oh, man, what just happened? And remember, a lot of people don't even know what took place. Notice you got a clown. What is this person? Steffi says, nope, this is not the full footage. Man, I tell you. You can't with these people, guys. You can't. These people are NPCs. That's why I said you got to be careful with the NPCs that are on YouTube. They lie all day, fam. Notice another nut job, flashy one, says that's not the full footage. Then what's the full footage? Because you folks, you NPCs just make up stuff. This is on official news websites. What are you talking about? This is the full videos that were shown in court. You're talking about that's not the video. That's not the video. These people crazy, guys. Why? Because it exposes that Karmelo's a killer. And the black community don't want to hear that. You know? Nothing but NPCs, man. That's what we calling them. We're not calling them racist or this or that. These are NPCs. These YouTubers that lie, they're NPCs. They're non-playable characters designed to poison the people. They're like AI. They just repeat what they do to influence the viewers so that y'all could tune into lies all day. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, they said that Karmelo was jumped. Where in the video did you see Karmelo getting jumped? Karmelo was not jumped. So now, guys, let's go back to the video of Willie D live so we can listen to him lie about the Karmelo Anthony case. Let's go check that out again. Let's go back to that. Let's go. And if you've been around this particular YouTuber that you see on the screen, you need to unfollow him ASAP. He is, in fact, an NPC, a liar, and he race baits to get black people angry. He don't like white people. He have a hidden agenda on YouTube, and I already figured him out. Let's go. We're going to watch him lie.
They are absolutely trying to hide something. Anytime they have a video and refuse to release the video, they are trying to hide something.
Lies.
Anytime they have a video and they have parts of the video missing, entire seconds or minutes, sometimes hours in some of these videos, and they have this time missing, that means they cut it out because they don't want you to see something. They're trying to make sure that whatever you see matches their narrative. That's what that's about. I want to reiterate.
See, these people that you see in the live chat, the NPCs, like you have some idiot named Steph. He says, please don't assume on me. That's NPC talk. Nor call me out my name. But the full footage shows 3 to 4 boys going after Melo. It's clear footage of you can see. No, what you're just a dumbass. You're a dumbass. Nobody's going after Melo. Melo murdered someone and they went and they pointed him out. Let me prove how stupid you are, because you NPCs are nuts. And I know you didn't graduate high school. Watch this, guys. Let me go get the footage, do what we need to do. Watch this. All right, so let's go get the footage because this idiot is in the comments talking stupid stuff, right? So now, this is the actual footage, right? Now watch this, because they're making it seem like Karmelo was jumped, right? Nobody was jumped, right? Watch this. Let me see. Okay, right there we see Karmelo. Right here, here it comes. They go to stabbing. Boom. He runs up. Now watch this. Nobody's going after him. Nobody jumped him. He already committed the crime. If they jumped him, he would not be up there. They would have hold of him. They would be stomping him out. So all of that talk about he was jumped, that's a lie. They told you that Karmelo was jumped and how they dragged him back in. They prevented him from leaving the tent. All of that stuff is a lie. Karmelo is not in that tent. Right? Now watch this. He goes this way. You don't see nobody doing anything to him. They're in shock to see Metcalf bleeding out. Now, as Karmelo go down, you see one person here, right? One person going after him, not fighting him, not jumping him. He just murdered someone and he's trying to run away. You see somebody walking down, right? You see somebody else trying to go. This guy's a track runner. He's gone. You don't see nobody. You see people pointing him out. Look at the hands pointing him. Look, he did it. He did it. Look, pointing. They're pointing. Nobody's attacking Karmelo. You NPCs lie. These people that are going after him are telling people that he's a fucking killer. You NPCs are liars. They're pointing. That's what they're doing. They're telling everybody he just murdered someone. Talking about he was jumped. It was 4 against 1. People are dumb as hell, bro. Absolutely crazy. And you wondering why there were no black jurors? You wondering why? My goodness, fam. Let me go back to the Willie D Live video. Let me put that back. Okay. Listen to this.
That, you know, without even knowing this dude, Hunter, he was still a child. He's 17 years old.
Austin and Anthony did not know each other. So to the person in the comments who said, Ringo, them two had something going on leading up to this, that's another lie. You folks have to stop making stuff up that have nothing to do with the case. Austin did not know Anthony. He didn't know Karmelo. Karmelo didn't know Metcalf. They did not know each other. These are facts. They did not know each other. So there was nothing ongoing. All of this is lies. Lies that people keep putting out. We're debunking all of these lies. And this is why they hate me, because I stick with the facts. They hate that. They want it to be something. If they had something ongoing, then how could Anthony claim that he was fearful? I was fearful. I was so fearful of Austin, but we had history together. Does that make sense? No. That don't make no sense. He's a killer. And he deserved to be in prison. He should get life in prison, to be honest. But let's get back to the tape.
But he was a bully. He was a bully child.
You see that? Willie D Live is saying that Austin Metcalf was a bully. That's a lie. How could you bully somebody under a tent and you just met them? That don't make no sense. There's no facts. There's nothing factual about that. To be a bully would mean you have to harass somebody, intimidate somebody, target someone. You understand? That was not done. Karmelo didn't belong under the tent. He was asked to leave by multiple witnesses. So how do you call the person a bully and they're dead? This is what's so disingenuous about the black community that's on social media, is that they lie for a check.
And so when I think about, you know, having...
No wonder he was a part of the Ghetto Boys. Let's go.
Empathy for people who, you know, young people or people who do wrong, you know, or people that get harmed or people that end up getting killed, losing their life or whatever. I have to consider all things. I have to say, you know what, that's messed up that happened. At the same time, I have to look at why it happened. You know, the same people who have no, they have, I would say.
Let's see. At Flashy One, right? Let's just play a game. At Flashy One, if you have a brother, right, and Karmelo, he stabs your brother in the heart because your brother pushed him, would you be cool with that? Would that be considered self-defense in your eyes? Yes or no? Answer the question. Answer the question, Flashy One. You have a brother. Karmelo stabs your brother in the heart because he pushes him. Would you consider that self-defense? Flashy One, answer the question. Your blood brother in whom you love, Karmelo stabs your brother in the heart, opens his heart, open heart surgery because he pushed him. Would you consider that self-defense, and would you donate to Karmelo Anthony's GoFundMe? Answer the question, Flashy One. Do you see what I mean, guys? Guys, do you see what I mean? Do you see how this NPC Remember, they're non-playable characters, so they can't think for themselves. They can only repeat what they hear. These are demons. These are disembodied spirits that are on social media and in the real world. We're dealing with NPCs, guys. When you ask them logical questions, they can't answer. I just asked this NPC if Karmelo Anthony stabbed your brother, your blood brother, killed him because the other person pushed him, because your brother pushed him, would you consider that self-defense? The person cannot answer the question. That prove that's an NPC because they have no original thought. They're program bots, and their job is to repeat the same thing. They're non-playable characters, and they just keep going around and around and around. They'll argue with you, but when you ask them a question, they can't answer that. You see? Notice what his response. It's a whole lot more to the depth than what you're saying. You're just a dumbass, fam, at this point. Nobody can take you serious. You're not even worth responding to anymore at this point. You just proved that you're not intelligent. You didn't graduate high school. You're an idiot.
They don't have any moral flexibility for Karmelo, right? These are the same people who, when other people do something, they go, yeah, but this happened, and well, what about this? And we all have to be accountable for our actions. Okay. I heard Jeff Metcalf say that. Hunter's dad said we got to be all held accountable for our actions. And I absolutely believe that. We all must be held accountable for our actions.
So why you don't believe that Karmelo should be held for his, held accountable for his actions? Why that's not important to you?
Including Hunter. Just because he's dead don't mean he get a free pass.
Notice, and another thing, Willie D Live went on YouTube claiming that Hunter punched Karmelo. That's a lie.
Y'all understand that when certain people get killed because of their actions, when certain people get harmed because of their actions, y'all really understand that. But when it's somebody you don't like, you just hate, it's usually decided, you usually make up your mind based on race. He's the devil, kill him, he need to die, rot in jail, he's evil, his mama, his daddy, everybody is evil. Anybody who support him, is something wrong with them. Now is something wrong with you because you're inconsistent. You're inconsistent and you're a hypocrite, and you cannot prove me otherwise. You are a hypocrite.
Willie D's an idiot.
I'm just saying be consistent.
Willie D didn't graduate high school. I really don't understand why people listen to certain YouTubers. Like, they have no sense. They don't know how to talk. They just don't make no sense at all, guys. The man has not been factual throughout this entire case. He keep making misleading videos. That's why it takes intelligent viewers to call out the bull crap when they see it.
Be consistent. If you want to drag certain people or whatever for certain acts, you say you're not dragging the people, you're dragging the act. And the people just happen to look like this or look like that. Drag the act. If you're somebody who is honorable, if you're to be taken serious, if you're credible, you would be consistent. It wouldn't matter to you what the race of the person is. The race of the person wouldn't matter. The act is all that would matter. But that ain't how y'all operate.
Now, when he says y'all, he's talking to white people. Again, Willie D Live, he's a racist. He don't like white people. Always remember that, guys. He do not like white people. That's why he's talking to them directly in the video.
Y'all don't operate like that. Y'all pick and choose based on the color. A lot of y'all, when things happen in the world, you wait to see what the color of the perpetrator is before you decide how much outrage you're going to distribute. Yeah. It ain't about race. It's always about race. The moment I hear somebody say it's about...
Notice what this idiot Flashy said, guys. Notice this, guys. This right here will go down as why you cannot take black folk serious, guys. Assuming that that's a black folk. Because sometimes you have NPCs that pose like they're black in order to get people riled up. But let's see what this fool posts so that we can examine the mental state of the NPC. Let's put it on the big screen so that we can really see what's going on. Because, mental health issues is real, guys. Let's see what this person says. It says, keep your hands to your damn self. If my brother started some ish with somebody and they told him to leave him alone and he happened to stab him, unfortunately, that's what happens when you push hit. So according to Flashy, he's basically saying that he's cool with somebody killing his brother over a push. Now, you never answered the question. Do you believe that it's self-defense? Because what you're doing is you're gaslighting with this comment. You never really answered the question, right? The question is, if you believe in keeping your hands to yourself, right? If your brother started something, right, by putting his hands on somebody, pushing somebody or whatever, do you believe that it's self-defense if the other person stab and kill your brother? The answer the question, yes or no. Answer the question. Would it be self-defense? Answer the question. If your brother pushed somebody because you believe in keeping your hands to yourself, right? And that person pull out a knife, stab your brother in the heart and kill him. Would you claim that that other person can stand on self-defense? Answer the question. See, they can't answer the question, guys. You know why? Because there is no self-defense when it comes to the Karmelo Anthony case. They're playing dumb. That's why they can't answer the question. You see? The only way it could be self-defense is if your brother pulled out a knife or a gun and was going to execute that person by inflicting bodily harm that meant possible death. And your brother decided, or the other person decided to pull out a knife and stab them in self-defense. But no, you can't answer the question. You know? Notice this idiot. He comes back. The Flashy one says, now, guys, let me show you how the NPCs gaslight the viewers. Let me show you how stupid they are, because this person's a fucking idiot, fam. I'm just literally entertaining the viewers with their bull crap to show you how dumb they actually are. Because what this person is doing, they're representing black folk. That's what they're doing here. Watch how the gaslight comment is, fam. He says, yes, there is self-defense in Texas. Now, that whole comment is gaslighting, because although there is a self-defense in Texas, yes, but you're basically saying that you still never really answered the question, because you said, yes, there is self-defense in Texas. That's not self-defense, dumbass. You're showing the world that you're an idiot. This is why I'm so glad Karmelo Anthony got 35 years. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. So glad. If you're viewing and you are happy that Karmelo got 35 years, put a 1 in the chat. 35 years. Let's go. Let's see. Flashy One says, not representing any group. I'm representing what? I'm representing was right. I was wrong because I'm sure if it would have been a white person, they always use that argument. I'm sure if it would have been a white person stabbed a black one, you would be okay with it, right? No, I wouldn't be. I'll be defending whoever is the victim. That's who I would be defending. See, I'm not a racist like you. I actually speak truth to power. When I do my commentary and my content, I'm always supporting the actual victim, whether they're white, black, Asian, doesn't really matter who they are. I'm not one that rage bait. I don't make content that primarily focus on one thing. I talk about all different types of stories. The problem with you is that you just don't like white people. That's the problem. You're supporting a killer because he's black, and that's disgusting. All you're doing is just embarrassing the black community even more. Let's go.
It's not about race. I already know who they are. You just told on yourself if you ever tell me in the United States of America it's not about race, you just told me everything I need to know about you.
Black folk are always making everything about race. Everything is about race. You understand? Every single thing. Anytime there's a story that includes black people, they always make it a race issue. They never hold themselves accountable. No accountability, nothing.
Because in the United States, it's always about race. Always.
And if it's always about race, Willie D, why do black people continue to commit crimes? That's the thing that I don't understand. Why is it that black people are always complaining about race, but they continually keep committing crimes, going to prison? Why don't you just stop committing crimes?
Bullying is a part of American culture.
He said bullying is a part of American culture. What are you talking about?
It is as accepted. It is as part of our universal behavior as watching sports, going to concerts.
I don't know about you folks, man, but it's like I cannot stand stupid people. Like, I cannot be around a dumbass. Like, when a person is stupid, doesn't matter what their ethnicity is. I don't like being around dumb people. Where you talking to them, it's like they have no brain. They're not intelligent. I can't be around people like that. That stuff is annoying when you're around people that are just plain stupid. You could be giving them the truth. You can give them clear directions, and they still can't follow the directions. It's sad. Like, really.
And being preoccupied with our smartphones. Yeah, man. Yeah. Bullying. Unfortunately for Austin, see, a lot of people were bullies. I'm about to tell you something real heavy, fam. Hold on. Watch me. I'm about to tell you something really heavy.
Whatever he got to tell you is always something stupid.
A lot of people were bullies at some point in school, whether it would be...
See, I don't understand with this whole bully stuff because I used to beat bullies up. You understand? When I was in school, I didn't like fighting. I didn't like getting no drama because I knew exactly what I was going to do to somebody. And anytime somebody would try to use intimidation or try to bully me, they got dealt with. And normally this happened when you was a kid. You got grown men talking about they're being bullied. No. That's a childhood thing, as when you're a kid, where kids try to test you and tease you and do stuff like that. If you're a grown man, you're talking about they're bullying. Imagine you in prison, you telling the CEO, so-and-so's bullying me. Bro, you ain't gonna make it in prison. You're not gonna make it. Once everybody find out that you're telling the CEO that you're being bullied, bro, you're not gonna make it. You're gonna be somebody's bitch by the end of the night. just by the pure fact that you can't hold your own. Bullies got beat up back in the day. I never liked seeing kids get bullied in school. I didn't like seeing none of that goofy stuff. But let's go.
Elementary, middle school, high school. And bullying come from lack of conflict resolution skills. And
so where was Karmelo's conflict resolution skills? Because he was asked to leave the tent and he didn't listen. How come he didn't just humble himself and go away? You know why? Because he knew he had that weapon on him. And he knew what he was capable of doing. There was no fear of, Austin's size or whatever the case is. No, he already knew he had that knife. And he wasn't raised properly by his dad because his dad is a coward too. You see? Karmelo is a representation of his dad. His dad is a coward too. His whole family, they just wanted money. That's why I don't understand why the black community raised so much money for them. Imagine all that money you guys raised for Karmelo's family. He still got 35 years. I mean, you're just a damn fool, bro. All that money raised went down the drain. All that support for the wrong person. That don't make no sense.
Oftentimes being bullied at home.
I don't like Willie D Live, fam. I really don't. I think that he's a horrible, horrible content creator. He don't serve no good purpose for the black community on social media. I don't know. Well, we know he's an NPC. We know that. But I'm still trying to figure out why people listen to him. They listen to him because they know he was a part of the Ghetto Boys. They know he's one of those old rappers from back in the day, even though I didn't really care for Willie D Live. Like, he was never, Scarface was always the one that I would listen to back in the day. He was the one that, had the bars, not Willie D Live. Willie didn't even know how to rap good, to be honest. Let's go.
Most kids who become bullies get bullied at home. That's where they learn it from.
He's trying to paint Metcalf as a bully with no facts, no evidence, no nothing. There's no victims. There's nobody coming forward saying they were bullied, nothing. But this is what he's publishing and the viewers eat it up.
Most kids who are bullies in school at a young age, they grow out of it. Most.
To all you black folk, right? Let me talk to you for a second. To all you black folk that hate white people, right? That always bring up Zimmerman and always bring up this and that. What are you going to do about all the problems that you see in your mind? What are you doing about it? Because you ain't going to do shit to white people. Because you don't got no balls. It's like you come on social media, you spread lies, you manipulate people. It's like you're trying to get the people riled up so they could do the things that you are afraid to do. You're trying to make people crash out. Things that you don't have the balls to do. What are you going to do about it? Y'all keep bringing up Zimmerman. Y'all keep bringing up this, bringing up that. I cannot stand people keep bringing up all these different cases and you don't want to stick with what we're dealing with here. You just keep moving the goalposts every time. If you commit a crime and you're black and you feel that the system is against blacks, why do you keep committing crimes? Why can't black men stop committing crimes? Why can't we do that? I never been arrested a day in my life. I'm 49. I'm 49, never committed a crime, never been to prison, never been arrested, have no traffic tickets, perfect record. Now, how is it that I'm able to do that? How is it that in 49 years, I have a clean record, nonviolent, I'm a family man, father of 4 girls. How come I'm not in the system? And so many black men, they get arrested every single day, committing crimes in and out of the pen, being somebody's woman in jail. You know why? Because I make the right decisions. I wasn't raised around a bunch of delusional people that are violent and crazy, and I decided to follow their way. You know? And I grew up in the hood too. The projects, the hood, where there was drugs and crime during the crack, we call it era, where drugs was being sold everywhere. People were getting killed. I was around all of that. How come I didn't turn out like that? I never smoked a cigarette a day in my life. I never smoked weed. Imagine that. What? You never smoked weed, Ringo? Nope. Never smoked a day in my life. How did I end up turning out to be a quality man, civilized human being? And yet so many black men are in and out of the penitentiary because of bad decisions. They don't want to follow the rules. They don't want to follow the laws. And their father wasn't in their life. It's just that simple.
Out of it. Because they learn to operate, to exist, to live in a civilized society. They learn eventually that you can't bend everybody to your will, and you have to learn that you can't have everything your way. And you don't get to explode when you're rejected. They learn that along the way because they get penalized along the way. But some people who don't ever get penalized along the way, they're just allowed to do whatever they want to do and push people around. And
nobody was pushing anybody around. That's where you have it all wrong, silly D. Austin never pushed nobody around. Karmelo was the aggressor. He was asked to get out of the tent, leave. He didn't want to. He escalated the situation. He didn't de-escalate.
Act tough, and they just constantly get away with it. It fuels their fire, and they continue it and continue and continue and continue. Sometimes people they're bullies in high school. Typically, if you're a bully in high school, you're probably going to be a bully for the rest of your life.
You know, Willie, when I listen to you, even though you're an asshole, you look like the type of person that was a bully. You sound like a bully. You sound like the type of person that would pick on people. And you sound like a bully because you seem to know so much about being bullies. Like I don't know why people even take you serious. Like, do you even have a wife or anything? Like, you're on YouTube all day. Like, you never, like, what do you do in your personal life? Like, do you have any sort of recreational activity, anything? You don't hear about this man ever being with a woman. Have you guys noticed that? You don't ever hear about Willie D being with a woman. That's crazy, fam. Especially as a former, rapper of the Ghetto Boys. It's like, what's going on with this dude? Like, he's like a loner just sitting in the house all day in a cave making videos about Karmelo all day. Stuff is sick, man. Hit that like button.
Because by that time, you should have had some sense. I said typically, not always. Most people, by the time they get in high school, they understand the consequences of their actions. They know that if you bully people, you put your hands on people, you're probably going to get your head knocked off. They understand you're probably going to go to jail. They understand now.
This dude don't got no mustache, no beard. He looked like a real fish. Like, where is your mustache, bro? This don't make no sense, bro. The man don't got no beard, nothing on his face. Like, you can't even identify if he a man. You can't. When you look at him, fam, you don't know you don't know. That's the reason why men were created by God to have a beard and a mustache. It's so that we can identify the men from the women. This man walking around with a clean face It's like he trying to look sweet. Where is Willie D's woman? I'm gonna have to do a background check to see if this guy was in the penitentiary, fam. Because there must be a file out there on this guy, fam. This man most likely got already, fam. Like, for real, for real. Let's go.
Can't protect your daddy, can't protect you. Something bad probably gonna happen to you if you keep on putting your hands on people. Keep on trying that.
Willie, if you were to go to prison right now, you'll be somebody's bitch. I'm just being honest. Even at your age, with the way you talk on social media, fam, I guarantee you, fam, in prison right now, they literally have you up on like a wanted list. Like, we want Willie D.
Hey, man, I can't wait for Willie D to come up in here. Yeah, man, I can't wait. He be talking all of that pro-black stuff. Man, you see Willie D bald head? Yeah, I see that bald head. Look at his lips. Look at Willie D. Oh yeah, we're gonna give him that Willie D in here. Old raccoon-ass ninja. Be on YouTube with his bald face, bald head. Talking like he in love with the black community. Man, once he come up in here, we gonna really be a ghetto boy on his ass.
Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get back to the content.
You know, the school can protect you only so much. But by the time you get out in that real world, the real world ain't gonna be as forgiving as mommy and daddy. The real world is gonna punish you. You put your hands on somebody, they're gonna punish you. So most bullies get a chance to live their life out. You know, they get a chance to grow out of bullying. But others are not so fortunate. Others eventually run out of bully points. Like, you keep bullying. Anytime you're a bully.
You see how he's trying to brainwash you guys? Like, what does this have to have? Like, what does this have to do with the case? This case is not a case about bullying. He's programming people as he go. That's what NPCs do. I'm gonna have to do a series on NPC content creators. They're robots. They have to control you. They're bots. Their job is to influence you, to program your mind, to think a certain way.
You're operating from a disadvantage. You're at a disadvantage because everybody knows you're a bully and they see you coming from a mile away. And certain people have in their mind how they're going to deal with you if you try them. You're going to be at a disadvantage. It's almost like getting ambushed. You'll have no idea. You won't even, by the time you know it happened, you won't even know it happened.
This guy's a joke, man.
In my neighborhood, I was about 15, 16. There was a bully in the neighborhood. He moved into the neighborhood. Bully. He moves into the neighborhood and he makes his rounds bullying people. He finally made his way to me.
And you got turned out. He bullied you. He made you a bully boy.
By the time he made his way to me, I had already decided how I was going to defend myself against him.
You defended yourself by pulling out your D. You showed him your D.
What I was going to do to him, how I was going to take him down.
So you were going to take his butt. Wow, that's crazy.
And he knew karate. So, you know, he could fight pretty good, right? So when he tried me.
When he tried you, whoa. What the hell did he try you with?
I whooped him so quick, fam, he didn't get one lick in. I whooped him. I mean,
one lick in? What the heck?
What you talking about, Willis?
So he was licking you. That's crazy.
It was convincing. It was quick. It was convincing. And he never tried me again.
So he never tried your butt again because it was a quickie. This man is cat. I could tell this dude was a sucker when he was 15. You could tell, fam, any dude, listen, fam, I'm keeping it a G, bro. Anytime you see a dude come on social media with a clean face like that, fam, no beard, no mustache, that dude was a straight sucker when he was younger. Like, for real. I could see through people like Willie D. This dude was a straight clown. He hid behind a facade of when he was with the Ghetto Boys, but he wasn't even the brain. Scarface was the main one in the group. This dude was a clown the whole time. You know what I mean? He's one of them cats that was a sucker his whole life, a bully his whole life. That's why he talks the way he talks now. Because he tries to, he's like, he have a lot of anger and insecurities. Like he never got the girls. He was bullied all the time. They always took his lunch. Any man at his age walking around with no beard, something wrong. Like, for real. Y'all should not be listening to a man on social media that don't got no beard or mustache. I'm just being honest with you, fam. You see how they dressed up Karmelo. You see how they got him back there, right? You see it. No beard, because they want him to look sweet for when he go into prison. That's why they put you like that. So as soon as you come in, your face is smooth, bald head, so that when you're giving head. That's what they do, gang. Just being honest with you, fam. Let's get back to the content. Hit the like button.
In fact, we became friends after that. Another time I was in middle school.
Why are you talking about when you were in middle school? Why don't you talk about when you were grown? I mean, this is some stupid stuff you're doing here, fam.
Minding my own business. And that was this guy.
Guy? Why would a guy be messing with you in middle school? A guy is grown.
Named Richard. Richard used to go around poking his finger in people's food.
In people's what? What the hell?
What you talking about, Willis?
Poking his finger where?
They'd say, you want this? And they'd be like, no, man, you can. Then they'd let him have it because he stuck his finger in the food, right?
You could tell he was being bullied, guys. Talking about people poking their finger in food. He got bullied.
So he just, you want this? You want this? Ha! He just thought it was funny as hell, right? And Richard played football, so he was bigger than most of the kids. And so a lot of the kids were intimidated by him.
He's making up the story.
Me and my couple homies that I stayed tight with, we would watch.
Stay tight with? Whoa. Your homies was tight?
Richard do this to people all the time. So when he finally made his way to me.
After he saw your butt.
He poked his finger in my.
Poke his finger where?
Girl, did you hear that? What? Willie D. He said that his friend poked him with his finger in his butt. What? In his butt? That's crazy. That's what he did. He poked him with his finger in his butt. And what's so crazy is Willie D ended up becoming a ghetto boy. I wonder if Scarface knew about this. What? Scarface? Yeah, Scarface. He's a part of the group. You know, it's kind of sad that he's talking about this stuff on social media, that somebody was poking his butt with a finger. That don't sound right. But anyway, let's listen back at the video that Ringo got.
Food, he said, We were at lunch. He said, "You want this?" I had a fork in my hand, and I say, "Yeah, motherfucker." And I stuck that fork smooth through his hand.
That's a lie. That's a lie. If you're in middle school and you stuck a fork through somebody's hand, number one, what fork you stuck through his hand, because they have plastic forks. See, here's the thing, guys. Willie D is lying. You understand? You don't get silver utensils in middle school. No, he's lying. See, I'm 49. So Willie D is probably in his 50s somewhere. Or maybe he's around the age, somewhere around there. So he's not fooling me. When you were in those school, you had a little plastic, they call it a spork. I think that's what it is. Is that the proper name? What they call it? Spork? It's like a fork spoon. That is what you had. So he's lying. Everything he's saying is a made up story. Because if that happened, you would be, number one, your parents would be called. You would get, social services would come in. It'll be one big mess for you using a weapon like that on another child. So he's lying. Willie is over 60. Yeah, he's damn up there. That's why his mental is gone.
Richard was at a disadvantage. Richard knew what he was going to do.
How come you didn't fight him, Willie D? How come you didn't put hands on him? Why were you a sucker? Why were you a sucker to use a fork? You're doing what Karmelo did.
But he did not know what I was going to do.
So you're justifying Karmelo's actions. That's why he got 35 years. You sound crazy.
And that is the lesson for every single bully out there. You know what you're going to do, but you don't know what the next person is going to do. You know what the law is going to do. I mean, you know what you're going to do, but you don't know what the law is going to do.
Yeah, the law gave Karmelo 35 years. Ha, ha, ha.
You know what you're going to do, but you don't know what the people who's with that person that you're going to attack is going to do.
Austin didn't have no weapon. So what did he use to justify Karmelo stabbing him in the heart? Carmelo's a pussy, straight up and down. And I think this is one of the biggest things that the black community don't want to call out. I'm just calling it out straight. Karmelo Anthony's a pussy. Like, he didn't put up his hands. He ain't fight. He ain't do anything, fam. He just pulled out that knife. That's why he said, touch me again and see what happened. It wasn't touch me again and I'm going to put up my hands. Touch me again and I'm going to go in this bag and pull out this knife. You see that? So he already premeditated what he was going to do. He already had it in his mind that he going to kill him. He wasn't trying to fight. He wanted to go out the easy way. That's why he got 35 years.
I've seen bullies get their heads knocked off in fights. They bullying somebody, they in a fight, and they whooping the person, and a person come right up behind them and shoot them in the head. Never saw it coming. Everybody ain't playing. You ain't gonna be able to bully everybody.
This is why on social media, I feel bad for a lot of young black men, because they're being taught by these kind of influencers. These kind of men are brainwashing the youth. You know, like how rap music has destroyed the black community. Rap music destroyed the black community in many ways. Not all hip hop music. Some is good, especially a lot of back in the day music. But primarily all the music today is poison, is toxic. Because of hip hop, a lot of young men have been brainwashed to commit crimes and violence. So now the new influencers is no longer the rapper, because pretty much music is dead in today's day. Nobody really cares for who's coming out with the next album and whatnot. But people are flocking to platforms and podcasts. And these are the new rappers. These are the new influencers. And if you're listening to people like Willie D Live, guys like this is leading the youth astray, because he's not teaching them morals and values. He's teaching them how to commit crimes. He's basically telling them that somebody bother you to stab them, that it's okay. Be like Karmelo. That's basically what he's teaching.
Everybody ain't playing. And while it's tragic that somebody loses their life over something that could have been prevented, especially a youngster. You ain't even got your life started. You lose your life.
Willie don't care about Karmelo. That's another thing about this. He want you to believe like he really got love for the black community. Willie D is chasing money. He's trying to stack as much money as he possibly can. And this is what the viewer have to understand about black YouTube. Black YouTube normally have no, they don't have good character, you know? Not all black commentators, but most of the commentators that are talking about the Karmelo Anthony case, they have no morals, no ethics, nothing at all. It's just all about making as much money as they can. And who cares about the truth? That's their mentality. As long as I got people watching, the numbers are looking good, my views are viewing, and I'm making my money for the month, that's all they care about. They have no morals, no concern for the truth whatsoever. They don't care who they mislead. They don't care if another black youth commit a crime. They don't care. It's all about making money. This is why, as viewers, people that listen to YouTubers, you got to be very careful who you're listening to. You got to really study these people and be like, okay, is this guy being honest? Do this guy come from a place of good integrity? What's his motive? Is he being honest in regards to the case? Is he bringing out the facts? You ain't see me make no videos showing you guys any doctored footage. The footage that I have of the Karmelo Anthony case is the actual real footage. Those of you that are watching the live right now, you should have seen it already because we already showed it in the video. Right now, we're breaking down this video from Willie D. We're going to get back to the official footage of what was shown in court, which debunks all the lies that YouTubers been spreading about the Karmelo Anthony situation, because they've been lying to all of you guys. You should be angry at this point when it comes to the fact that you've been lied to. If you're a viewer of these fake platforms, these podcasters that lied for the past week or two, you should be angry. You should be angry with the fact that you've been lied to and misled, and the fact that you gave them all your money through your clicks and your views. Even if you didn't open your wallet and give them a super chat or a cash app, by the pure fact you were viewing their videos, you were helping them to get paid. And they got paid off of you. They basically robbed you of your time and influenced you with lies. Now the truth is out.
You got to say, as always, well, what happened? How did it start? See, that's how we always, those are the questions we always want to know. Like, how did it start? What happened? If Austin don't start that fight with Karmelo.
Austin never started a fight. You see? Austin never started a fight. Karmelo is the one who escalated the situation by not leaving the tent. If you're in my yard and I ask you to leave and you refuse to leave, you're the one being the aggressor because you don't want to follow the rules.
Austin is still alive. Austin is at home.
See, the problem with black people is this, guys. They want to be able to walk into somebody else's tent and tell them what to do when they know the rules. The rules are very clear. If it's not my tent, I don't have no right to be here. If I'm asked to leave, I got to respect other people and say, you know what? Cool, I'm out. It's your tent, your team, I'm out. But if I want to sit there and argue with you, I'm being the aggressor. Karmelo was not raised by his father properly. In a situation like that, when you have a knife on you, you got to understand how to move. You know what I'm saying? You really got to understand how to move. When I was a teenager, right? When I was a teenager, a lot of people were carrying guns, carrying knives. People didn't resort to killing people just because they had a weapon. We used to have this thing back in the day called the fair one, where something went down between you and somebody, you would shoot the fair one, and it is what it is. If you jumped in, you got beat up for jumping in. And we would have a fight, and in most cases, we became friends after we fought. In today's day, nobody do that anymore. Not to encourage fighting. At the same time, people don't know how to make decisions no more. It's like danger could be in front of you. We don't know how to say, well, let me think about this. If I pull out my knife and stab them, I'm possibly going to lose my freedom. If I fight them, I may win, I may lose, but is it really worth it? Do I want to get expelled from school? Do I want to mess up my potential scholarships? They're not thinking no more. You're in the 12th grade, you're about to graduate, you got your whole life ahead of you. It's 2026. Why would you do this to yourself? All this opportunity, and you're a black kid. Why would you do this? You work so hard to get through high school. You about to graduate. And you throw your whole life away. That's crazy. You went through all of high school only at the end to stab somebody to death. And now you're in prison for 35 years. So as soon as you graduate high school, rather than going to college, you go to prison. His college education is in prison.
Or maybe in college. Messing with the girls, having fun, hanging out at the parties, maybe, studying, doing whatever college kids do. Karmelo pretty much doing the same thing. So in this case, there is no winners. There is no winners because Karmelo is in prison serving a 35-year sentence. There is no winners. Now, I can guarantee you that he's not going to do half of that time that they say. They say he's going to have to do at least 17 years before he comes up for parole. That's not going to happen because the boy was railroaded and everybody knew it, but everybody don't care about that.
Notice he said that Karmelo was railroaded. Karmelo was not railroaded. Karmelo is guilty. And with a jury of his peers, they found him guilty. Even all the witnesses confirm his guilt. But because of people like Willie D. Lie, he don't care about the truth. He's not an intelligent man at all. You should never go to Willie D for advice. He's not smart or intelligent. I don't know why anybody would respect this guy. He's an idiot. Like for real, for real. He's not a good guy.
All they care about is he killed a white kid. He got to go to jail.
No, that's not the case that he killed a white kid. He got to go to jail. He murdered someone and we got the proof. If he was innocent, why would he run? Why would he throw the weapon away? Why would he run? Why would he threaten the person by saying, if you touch me, see what happens? That's because in Karmelo's mind, he thought that all a person have to do is touch him and he have the right to stab them. Because again, like most black Americans, they're ignorant of what self-defense mean. Just like they're ignorant of what jury of your peers mean. Umar Johnson, he's not educated. He's an idiot. Most of you believe Umar Johnson is an educated black man. He's not educated. He's a dumbass. Umar Johnson don't even know what jury of your peers mean. This is confirmed on video. I'm going to do a video about that as well. He's a fool. I don't know why people take these people serious. They're all charlatans on social media who just gaslight viewers for clicks and views. That man been robbing the black community for years. Let's go.
Put the shoes on the opposite feet, and y'all know damn well y'all not outraged. You're not outraged. You don't care one way or the other. In fact, make Karmelo Anthony a white boy.
See this dumb stuff he
who
do?
did the exact same thing. And there is no outrage whatsoever. There is no outrage.
See, his issue is not about the story. His issue is he hate white people. Blacks like this are toxic for the community. These type of blacks are the types that keep black people down. The true oppressors are these type of blacks that come on social media, play the victim, and they always keep saying and comparing, oh, if it was white, if it was the other way around, if it was this, if it was that. Bro, stick with the story. You know? Just tell everybody you don't like white people. We want to talk about racist, but yet we're full of hate too. And we don't want to admit that part. That's the part that bugs me out, is that blacks don't want to admit that they're racist too.
In fact, make both kids black. And there is no outrage whatsoever.
Right. Let me see. JoJo said, Flashy one, not all the jurors were white. There were Mexican and Asian on the jury. The black people interviewed said they wouldn't convict a black kid. That's why there wasn't a black person on there. And that's a fact. Everything JoJo said is facts. See, you're intelligent at JoJo, right? Most of the people that are upset because there was no black jurors, they're not educated. They're NPCs. No matter how much you explain that, they just don't listen. They keep saying it was just white people on the juror, as if though Mexicans and all these different people, they're all white. That's all they see because they don't like white people. That's the issue. They don't like white people. These are racists in black skin. And they have these social media platforms and they keep rage baiting. Sooner or later, YouTube is going to release a guideline on rage baiting. And they're going to have AI detection that will be able to detect when you're rage baiting the viewers. And you're going to get penalized for that because that's what they're doing. They're using rage bait to get people angry, to turn it into a white-black issue. That's why it's always a race issue anytime you see these cases. But when it's a black-on-black crime, notice you don't see Willie D covering it. Anytime it's a situation where a black person rob another or kill another, you don't see Willie D talking about those stories, or any of these YouTubers. They don't talk about it. You know? Because in their minds, why would I talk about the crime that black people do? I don't want black people to look bad. That's their mindset.
This is a sick ass country.
No, it's not the country, it's the people. And people like you, Willie D, you're sick.
Everything we do is based on race. We got to put race in it. Everything is got to be included. We buying a house. Oh, no. Okay, look, I need to put this in there, put this in there. I gotta give me some sofas, gotta get a table. And where's racism? I gotta give me some racism to put in here. I'm gonna put my racism right over here in the corner, right there. You know, gotta have that racism. Gotta have it. Racism against black people built this country. Racism is going to destroy this country. I know some of y'all think it ain't, but it is.
I cannot stand these kind of influencers, man, because it's like they hate America. They hate Americans, and they have so much hate in their heart, and they use their platform to program. It's like, you know how they would tell us about, the people in them other countries had weapons of mass destructions and how they would influence the younger kids to join these wars. That's what these influencers are doing. They're trying to recruit young, impressionable black youth to think like them, to join an army. That's what they're doing. They're recruiting, and they're recruiting through social media.
Racism is going to destroy this country. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. And that ain't something I'm wishing for.
That's exactly what you're wishing for, because you're promoting it. You see that? He's crazy. He's an NPC. He's saying he's not wishing for that, but he just said that's what's going to destroy this country.
Because I would love to see everybody get a fast shot at life and live it out to their best ability.
That's a lie. See, the reason why a lot of black men are in prison is because they don't want to educate themselves. They don't want to go to school. They don't want to work. They don't want to work hard. They're not disciplined as other groups. That's why. And they're jealous of each other. They don't know how to help one another come up. They're always competing against one another. So they're jealous of the other nations. That's what it is. Just a bunch of lazy guys who don't want to work hard. And because they failed in life, now they want to hate the white man because he was able to be successful. You know, I was talking to a kid the other day in the park. I'm going to post that video on my workout channel, Walk It Like I Talk It TV. I'm going to post it there. There was a white kid while I was working out. He literally interrupted my workout, and I ended up talking to him for about probably 30 to 40 minutes. And I was giving the young kid a lot of good advice on how he could be successful. He said that he want to be a chef and something with fish. I guess he want to be involved with something with different types of fish or something, have like an aquarium or something. I'm not sure what it is, but these are the things that he want to get into. And I was talking about the Karmelo Anthony case with him. He didn't even know anything about it. The kid was probably 15, 16, whatever. He was riding an e-bike in the park, and he kind of see what made him stop to talk to me is I had my electric scooter. And, you know, the youth, when they see those nice performance electric scooters, they're going to strike up a conversation about it. And I was talking to him about all the different things that he could do. And for a kid his age, I was kind of shocked that he already had it all figured out. Like, he knew exactly what he wanted to do. He knew what he wanted to do, and he said he wanted to be a chef. He proceeded to go into his phone, and he showed me some of the dishes that he cooked and whatnot, and he prepared. And judging by what it is, he looked like he really know what he's doing, you know? And I just kept trying to encourage him on what to do and do this, do that, just giving him good advice to be successful. When you see that video, it's going to shock you, because a lot of youth that think like that young kid, it's because they're in an environment that encourages him to be successful. In a lot of black environments where you have black youth, they don't have other men that's encouraging the youth to be successful. Instead, they're encouraging them to be in gangs. They're encouraging them to hold a gun. They're encouraging them to kill. You get what I'm saying? This young kid want to be a chef. I don't hear young youth saying, I want to be this and I want to be that. And they got mentors and this one and that one. I'm not saying that there aren't no black mentors mentoring the youth. You got those out there. But the majority of our communities, it's a mess. The kids don't know what they want to do. Most kids are graduating high school, don't even know what they want to be. They're literally walking NPCs. They're coming out of high school with a diploma, walking across the stage, but don't know what they want to be. Don't have no clue. Graduating, but have no idea what they want to be in life. That's crazy. Let's go.
I don't think it's fair for these little youngsters out here, these babies who just was born, infants, to die. Because you got the members of the oligarchy, and you got others who have already lived their life and just don't give a damn if this place burned down. They already lived. Or you got those of us.
He's talking about himself because he already lived his life. If you're in your 60s, you already lived your life, so you don't care about the youth. You're just trying to make as much money as you can.
Who ain't got nothing going on. We're tired of living, so we don't care if it burned down.
That's his mentality. He don't care. He already lived. He already pissed off. He's angry with life.
You got those of us out here that we're hard on ourselves. We feel useless. We don't feel valued. So we ready to go out with a bang. We don't care who go out with us. That's selfish. A lot of selfishness in this country. A lot of selfishness. So we don't care. I do. I look at all of these situations like this with these youngsters and taking these guns and shooting people and doing these robberies and all this kind of stuff that these youngsters get caught up in doing. You look at they're looking up at the leaders in the country, If you listen to the leaders in this country, they all sound uncivilized. Not all, but many of them sound uncivilized. Many of them sound like the devil himself. All they do is stoke division. All they do is talk about violence, who they want to hurt. You look at the president, look at the defense secretary. All they do is somebody, we're strong, we're more powerful. We're gonna kill such and such, and we killed this person, and we're gonna kill.
This guy is just talking a bunch of nonsense at this point, fam. I don't even want to listen to this fool no more, fam. Like, for real. This dude is absolutely boring, bro. I can't even stomach this type of nonsense. Let's get back to the content, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's go back to that 911 phone call. Let's listen to that again, guys. Let me see if I can rewind this thing back. Okay.
Hi, we're at Kuykendall Stadium. My friend just got stabbed.
Okay, do you know who stabbed him?
We have no clue. He was sitting in our tent, but you need to send an ambulance right now.
See, the kid just said, we don't know who stabbed him. People saying, oh, Karmelo knew Austin. No, he did not. Nobody knew him. That man was a walking NPC, like his father. If you listen, if you look at Karmelo's father, how Karmelo's father talk, how he move, his mannerism, something wrong. Something's off. Something's off with the father, right? So now, when you think about Karmelo, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. He's a walking NPC. He walked under that tent, lost his mind. They asked him, hey, bro, could you lead a tent? Like, you don't even belong here. Nah, I'm not going nowhere. And because he's an NPC, he just did what he's supposed to do, pull out a knife and kill. That's why I have a video that I'm going to upload after this live, literally titled How to Deal with NPCs. Because these people are dangerous. You have neighbors that are NPCs, co-workers that are NPCs, and you got to be careful with these people. They're designed to take you off your course in life and cause you to lose your freedom. They want you to react a certain way. Very sick individuals.
Wait, okay. Give me a description of the person that stabbed him.
He was wearing a gray Essentials hoodie. He was black. He's standing out on the track right now.
He's standing on the track?
Yeah.
Okay.
His blue sweatpants on and John.
Okay, what did he stab your friend with?
I don't know. My friend's bleeding everywhere.
Okay. Where was he stabbed at?
The chest.
Okay.
Look at a murder weapon, guys. They told you it was a regular utility tool. They try to make it look like it wasn't a knife. YouTubers were telling you this. It wasn't a knife. It wasn't a knife. It was a utility tool. All of these people been lying the whole time. And look at that murder weapon. Murder weapon, guys. A weapon that does damage to the body. That's what a killer has.
And do you still see the person that stabbed him, or did he leave?
It was Austin. Austin stabbed him in the chest. I'm sorry, what did you say?
The person that stabbed him, is he still there? Do you still see him?
There's adults on him, I think. Yeah.
There's adults that are trying to keep him there?
Know who he is. Sorry, what?
The person that stabbed your friend, is he still there?
Yeah, he's still here.
Okay, and
He's with the coach.
There's a coach with him?
Yes, he's with. People got him.
Okay. Do you know if he still has the weapon on him?
No clue, but he's like he can't do nothing. He's done.
What do you mean?
He stabbed Austin Metcalf in the chest. What?
What do you mean he can't do anything? What's going on with him?
That's Karmelo with the handcuffs on, with the blood on his hand. You see? Went down there to murder some kid. Now his life is over.
Coaches have him. He can't hurt anyone.
Okay, when you say they have him, are they physically holding him down?
See, as a father, right? As a father that is black, right? You got to understand your responsibility. You got to teach your son. What this whole situation ought to teach black men is that you have to be responsible fathers. You got to be responsible for your kids. If your sons go out here and commit crimes, you shouldn't be defending their criminal life and their actions. You gotta be accountable for that. So if your son is guilty, you shouldn't be using the card of self-defense. I feel now a lot of you are wondering. Now watch this, guys. You ready for this? Okay, I'm glad you asked. Why did Karmelo get 35 years? Because he claimed self-defense. If Karmelo would have just said, look, I did it. I'm guilty. You got me. I'm going to own up to it. Heat of the moment. I pulled out the knife. I stabbed him. I'm guilty. He wouldn't have got 35 years. And this is where a lot of people don't get it. He claimed self-defense. That made things worse because it wasn't self-defense. The man didn't even testify in his own case. He didn't even come out to say, let me share my side of the story. But yet you got all of these YouTubers saying, he was jumped. They beat him up. They surround him. All of that is lies. And the reason why they spun that lie is because they heard that the footage was locked away. So they were banking on the fact that they're never going to release this footage. So if they're never going to release the footage, we could continue to make content lying all day. Now, all of these YouTubers look stupid. They look dumb as hell right now. Because they've been lying to you the whole time, but now the real video is out. He would have got about 10 to 15 years. 10 to 15 years, he would have got that. 35? Because he pleaded that, oh, I'm innocent. It was all self-defense. And then when they looked at the video, they got the witness testimony, the 911 call, blood on his hand. He threw away the knife. He ran away. He even asked the cop, is he going to be okay? If I stab somebody in self-defense, I don't give a fuck about them. I'm not asking if they're going to be okay if they try to take my life. He's guilty. This is the evidence that they were listening to in court. Use your brain, people. You stab somebody, but you're claiming self-defense. That means in your mind, you felt that you were going to lose your life at that moment. So if you stab the person, why would you tell the cop, is he going to be all right? It's because you know you're guilty. You're hoping that he be all right. Please don't die. Metcalf, please. Oh my goodness, what did I do? Please don't die. Officer, is he going to be okay? Is he going to be okay? Because you know that if he's dead, you're done. So right after that, that is when they try to pull the self-defense plea. They already knew he was guilty. But they say, you know, we have a chance by claiming self-defense because we're in a stand your ground state, blah, blah, blah. That didn't work. That didn't work at all. He was guilty from the start. And the biggest problem was those threats. Touch me again, or touch me and see what happens. How could you say touch me and see what happened and then claim self-defense? That man didn't even try to walk away. That man didn't even de-escalate. That man didn't use no conflict resolution skills. Nothing was implemented in this situation. He was the total aggressor. All the witnesses confirmed that he was asked to leave the tent. And rather than these YouTubers give you guys the truth, they lie to you. Absolutely crazy. So Karmelo doing 35 years is a good thing. I'm glad that he got 35 years. I'm happy he got 35 years. And I hope he never come out of prison. Because people like that, with the way the black community supported that kid all this time, gave him all the money. Imagine, you're a fucking killer. Your family goes and rent out a mega mansion to put you in. You killed another kid. He dead. We see video of you guys having cars, pizza deliveries. All this time before the trial, Karmelo was living like a king. A king. After murdering somebody. And yet everybody's mad at Austin's father calling him a racist. Well, look at the video that he put out. He said some racist things. No, he did not. Metcalf Sr. didn't say anything racist. He just spoke the truth. He did what white people should do. Just speak out and be yourself. And stop worrying about somebody calling you a racist. When there's a situation like this, and if you're white, you need to just speak your mind. I understand if you work at a certain company, you may be concerned about speaking out because of your job and other stuff. But if you're a person who have your own business, your own thing, and whatever, just speak your truth, man. Stop worrying about what somebody think, because they're going to call you a racist regardless because you're white. You know, the father said what he needed to say because he's angry. He lost his son. If you're a parent and you lose your kid, how would you feel about that? You would feel you would be devastated to know that your son is dead. He didn't even get to graduate. And I'm sure they had the graduation all set up. Father was going to be there. Everybody was going to be there. See, none of you're not taking none of these things into consideration. The father didn't get to see his son graduate. You know? He only was there for one of his sons. Think about that makes him feel. Because most guys, once they have their sons, they get older, they already lived their lives already. So at this point, they're just living to see their kids do good. You know? This is what happens to you when you're a grown man, a grown woman. This is what happens when you're a family man, family woman. It gets to the point where your life, you lived your life, you did what you had to do. Now you have your kids to take care of. So your goal now is, I got to do everything possible to make sure that they got a better opportunity than me. And that's the mindset of his father at this point. That man can say whatever he wants. I'm not going to call him a racist and judge him and whatnot. I don't know the intents of his heart. What I do know is that he lost a child. Whether he's white or black, I sympathize with that. And it's sad that the black community don't do that. Instead, we're full of hate. We hide the truth. We distort information. And it makes us look bad in the public. There's a reason why they released everything. There's a reason why the videos, the body cam is being released. It's so that the public can see the truth. So while all of y'all banding together about, oh, the Karmelos, they want a retrial. They want to, now that you see the truth, oh man. Now they're going to realize, why are we supporting this murderer? Why are we even invested in this kid? Kid is guilty. There'll still be some that's going to ride with Karmelo till the wheels fall off because they're NPCs. That's just how they're going to do it.
No, like they're just holding him walking around.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What's your name?
You see how somebody in the comments said white people condone all murderers, white or black? White people what is that? White people condemn all murderers, white or black. That's the difference. Let me see. Okay. Well, yeah, he got every right to speak his mind. It's just that what black folks did is they took the parts of what Metcalf said, like, oh, 50 years ago, something, something. But everything he said is accurate, though. He didn't say anything racist. It's like when you're white, anything you say is going to be racist to a person that thinks like a victim. You have to understand, in the black community, there's a lot of black people that have a victim mentality. For some reason, they think they're on a plantation. They think they're in slavery. None of these people experienced slavery. None of them. But they act like they're still slaves. They keep believing that the white man is holding them down, that they are being oppressed. And keep in mind, these folks live in a predominantly black community filled with crime and drugs, but they keep complaining about the white man, which is crazy. The white man is not in your community selling you drugs. The gangs that are in your community are all black, Hispanic, Mexican. But you keep complaining about the white man is oppressing you when you're killing your own people. You can't even park your car in the black community. They'll try to rob your car. Let's say you're a brother, you have a Hellcat, you park it outside. You can't even do that in the black community. They'll try to rob your car. You got to be concerned about your own people robbing your car. Can't even keep your door open. They'll rob your house. But nobody want to talk about this. Because when you talk about it, the black community get upset with you. They'll call you a coon. They'll say you're a sellout. And I'm trying to figure out sellout from what? What do you mean sellout? The truth? Because I speak the truth? So what am I supposed to do? Side with a group of people that indulge in violence and drugs, that support killing one another, never hold each other accountable for their actions, and you support Karmelo Anthony, who is a murderer, who have blood on his hands. And because he's black, you side with him because you feel justified because of all the atrocities done to black people. You figure, well, finally, we got some get back. Finally, one of ours took out one of theirs, and it excites you. Well, Karmelo is going to be somebody's woman in prison. And guess what? None of you folks that are in the comments, in the chat, can do anything to stop that. And this is something that he signed up for. See, as a man, when you commit these crimes and you know, hey, I have the potential of going to prison, I don't want to do that. He did this to himself. The system did not do this to Karmelo. I said, the system did not do this to Karmelo. You see? Look at this other idiot in the building. Somebody named Penny Wise. You name Penny Dumb. This idiot says the video clearly shows he was jumped, Ringo. You're an idiot. Think about this, guys. This lunatic NPC says the video shows that he was jumped. Okay. The video shows that. Let's see the video. Let's see the video, because the demon said that the video shows Karmelo being jumped. Let's see if that's true. Let's see if that's true, guys. The NPC said the video shows Karmelo being jumped. Okay, let's play the video. Let's see if the video shows Karmelo being jumped, because you NPCs are demons. Let's go. These people are dumb as hell, guys. Dumb. Jumped. Have there ever been an official news report that said that Karmelo was jumped? No. Did TMZ report that Karmelo was jumped? No. Did Karmelo's mother say my son was jumped? No. Did Karmelo's father say that Karmelo was jumped? No. So why y'all keep saying Karmelo was jumped when nobody jumped nobody? Those are NPCs, ladies and gentlemen. NPCs, non-playable characters. They're nuts. Look at Karmelo coming in, right? You see Karmelo coming in by himself with the backpack, with the knife, ready to kill. You can see how he walking here in NPC. Just a robot, a non-playable character. This is what NPCs do. That's why I say you got to beware with them. That's the tent. Now, the person says Karmelo got jumped. That's what they said. Nobody jumped Karmelo. What are you talking about? You can't even see nothing. You can't see nothing. What are you talking about? Karmelo got jumped. If he got jumped, how did he get to the top of the bleachers? I don't see anybody getting jumped, guys. I don't see anything. I just see students doing their thing. And at this point, they telling Karmelo to leave the tent. But what do Karmelo do? Check it out. There it comes. You're going to see like some movement. Nobody's jumping nobody. You don't see anything. You don't see no movement with nobody jumping nobody. All of that stuff is a lie. All you see is shadows, silhouettes of people, because that's a team tent. And they asked the man to leave. All of these people that keep talking about somebody being jumped is crazy. Talking about somebody got jumped. Look at Karmelo at the top of the tent. He already stabbed the kid. Nobody jumped him. How they jumped him if he's away? He's running out of there after killing somebody. That man's the track star. And notice somebody's running behind him, pointing. Look at the person pointing, saying, look, that's him. He did it. Look at him, still trying to run away. They're pointing, telling everybody he just stabbed somebody. He just killed somebody. Nobody jumped him. I cannot stand liars. And this is why there were no black jurors. I'm glad there were no black jurors. I'm so happy there were none. Because you folks would have made a killer walk. Not because you're being honest, but because you would lie. The man is a killer, man. This is sick. Absolutely crazy, man. Imagine you just murdered somebody. Right there, he's supposed to be talking with some coach or whatever. It would have been great to have that audio. The audio right there. That would have been beautiful audio. Man, if coach would have had a body cam. That would have been beautiful because we would have got the real everything that's going on. At that point, everybody's pointing like, yo, this guy just stabbed somebody. He just stabbed somebody, man. You know? And these are the people, this is who they defending, guys. This is who they defending. That guy. A killer. Think about that. Let me see if I can close this up. They walking him out. Just watch the tape. Give me a minute. I got to get something to drink. So, as you can see, guys, this is the actual footage. Now, notice what somebody named Adrian Stokes says. He says, white folk don't care about you, Ringo. Let me get on camera so I can tell you this. I don't give two fucks. I don't care. I'm not trying to be white people friends. See the difference? I'm not trying to be black folk friend or white people. I don't care. Do you understand? I live my own life. I stay out of the way. I don't talk to nobody. Do you understand me? I do content, speaking truth. That's it. I'm not trying to fit in. I don't want no fucking friends. I don't want no friends. I don't need friends. Because I deal with a lot of issues with NPCs. I realize that it's not a race issue. It's not a black or white. People are crazy. You have a lot of weirdos, NPCs, whether they're white or black, non-playable characters. They're crazy. They don't have no brain cells. They do things to provoke you. They want to get you angry. They want a reaction out of you. The devil used these individuals, whether they're white or black. I'm not trying to fit in with no group. So save me all of that nonsense about white people don't care about you. I'm not trying to make them care about me. I don't care. I'm a grown man. I don't need nobody to care. I care about me. Now, let's get back to the content. Where we at? I think we were talking about the 911 call, right? Let's go back to that.
What's your last name? Nathan.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your last name?
Nordike.
Okay. And do you see any of the responders there yet?
We hear the sirens, but
Okay.
the coach has sent us out. We're all walking to our buses.
Okay. So you're going to get on a bus right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the rest of the students are walking towards the buses?
Yeah, everyone's being evacuated out the stadium.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being quick.
Okay. Just follow whatever directions you're being provided by either the officers or by your coaches, okay?
Notice another idiot in the live chat, guys. Let me show you this. Let me show you how stupid these people are. Where is it? Okay, here we go. All right. Let me show you what an NPC is, guys. This is what an NPC is. So just in case you don't know, right? Let me put this on the screen so I can identify how the devil work through people, right? Here we go. This right here is an NPC. Now, watch this. This person says, I stand with Karmelo, and so should you. I'm ashamed. Okay, now watch this, guys. Let me show you how the NPCs are. This is their image, right? White face as avatar. But check this out. Join June 19th, 2026. What an idiot. So you just joined before the clock struck 12. Do you see this, guys? This is the person who just created an account to tell the world that they stand with Karmelo and so should I. They want me to stand with a killer. What a goofy. What an idiot.
Come on now, dog.
Sad.
Come on, man.
Absolutely sick. That's an NPC, guys. Those are the type of idiots that I got to deal with on a day-to-day basis. People that sign up under brand new accounts to say stupid stuff. And sometimes it be people that are white. This is another thing that you have to understand, guys, about NPCs. Sometimes you'll have people that are white that will register on YouTube, put a black avatar, and continue to kind of get people enraged to make it look like black people are this dumb. That happens too. And sometimes you got white NPCs that will sign up with their own image. Some of them be stupid. They put their actual image too. And tell you that you should stand. Why should I stand with Karmelo? And then you say you're ashamed and you're supposed to be white. Tell you these people are crazy, man. That's why I say don't ever make it a race issue. It's an NPC issue. People are crazy. Beware of NPCs. They're all nutcases. They're robots. They're all AI demons, right? Let's get back to the content. Let's go.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect with you, Nathan, but we've got all kinds of help headed that way.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow. So that being said, I'm going to play the, the body cam footage. And then that's pretty much it. We're just going to wrap up the show because I've been on for 3 hours and 30 minutes already. I got to go get something to eat. I got to do my workout in the morning. So this is supposed to be the body cam footage, and I'm pretty sure there's more footage. But let's get into this.
Hold on.
And I'm just protecting myself.
If somebody is treating the victim, they need to be over there.
North end under a memorial pen.
Don't reach for anything, all right, man? Stop right there for me. Dispatch 443, I got the suspect, and they're currently treating the victim. Again, he's on the north end of the stadium. All right, any weapons on you like that? Hold up here.
How long? He put his hands up. I know I'm not.
4-4, copy, I'll be in route.
Help me, y'all back up a little bit. Come over here for me. Come over here.
447, clear.
I'm gonna put your handcuffs for now, okay, bud? Dispatch 443, everybody can slow down. I got the alleged suspect in handcuffs right now, detained.
Everyone else can slow down. Suspect's detained in handcuffs.
Hold on. You can open up the channel, and medics are clear to come in. Have them come to the northeast entrance. That's gonna be a gate that's wide open there, and then you come to the victim from there.
Received.
This is the alleged suspect.
I am.
All right,
Dispatch is 432.
okay. We'll figure that in a minute. So nothing on your person at all?
No, sir.
Nothing?
No, sir.
Mind if I reach in your pockets and stuff and all that? Nothing gonna stab me?
No, sir.
Okay.
I'm going to be out with this, sir.
My phone.
Racing.
I'm gonna a little personal there, okay? Just,
yes, sir.
Just to make sure.
My car's right here.
Okay.
You want me to get up now?
Go. All right.
NPCs are always making fake accounts. They don't have no balls to just come into the public under their actual social media. They hide their image. They hide who they are. They're just fake. They're cowards. You know what I mean? That's what they do. Let's go. That's why I said it can be either white or black. That's why I don't focus on who's a racist or who's this. I don't care about none of that stuff. I just call people NPCs, whether they're white or black. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're white or black, it doesn't matter. The NPCs are out. You know, they're non-playable characters. They have no brains. They're bots. They repeat what they hear. They look for mischief. They do things to provoke people. They work for the devil. They have no sense. They have no logic. They can't think at all. They're just stupid people. You know what I'm saying? They're literally robots. They could be programmed. You can program them. And that's why on social media, influencers, they're the main culprits that program the NPCs. And the NPCs go out there and do their bidding. That's how it works.
It's going to be underneath that tent over there, so I'll get medics. Memorial tent over there, guys. All right.
Maryland, nobody got jumped. That is a lie. How many times I got to tell you this? How many times? How many times do I have to tell you folks? Stop listening to these YouTubers. They're lying to you. Y'all keep listening to them, helping to get all the views. They making all this money. For what? It's all a lie. Why do people keep listening to lies? Nobody got jumped. That's a lie. All these YouTubers that you folks secretly watch in the clouds thinking that they got some information, they're all liars. All of them. And guess what? You still support them.
He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
Listen to him. Listen to him cry.
Over there, guys. All right.
Listen to Karmelo cry, fam. This is sad. This is so funny, man. It's sad and it's funny at the same time. Listen to this mess.
He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
He put his hands on me. I don't know. He put his hands on me. I told him not to put his hands on me. He put his hands on me. Yo, this is crazy, man. He gonna be in prison with a bunch of predators, bro. They gonna be playing that tape while they getting him. He put his hands on me. Look at Penny in the chat. Penny mad as hell, bro. I mean, with a name like Penny, you know you got in prison. Penny mad because they touched his butt in prison. He says, "Why are you laughing? It's not funny. You are a sick individual." I don't give two F's about Karmelo.